Peggy 12.
Yes. Hey. Okay. Here we go. Guys. Holy shit.
Oh yeah.
oh. God damn.
You can see it there.
Yes.
Is this? Can I? Oh no. Okay.
It's hard to. Sorry guys, we are a little bit late, but you can imagine things are pretty chaotic. Like the amount of messages that we get from you guys is simply it's heartwarming. We try to react on every single one of you, but long story short, we made it.
Yeah, and I have the, of course, mandatory cute baby on my lap to talk a little bit more about. Please help us. No, actually, this is my son, and he just walked up to me. He just wants to be with me. I don't know, my other kids are somewhere in there, but my God, oh my God, the Kickstarter is now.
We did it, and
done.
It's I have to say, guys, like there were a few of you, and we have reacted. We are just this very small team. We are just doing this with 4 people, also reacting to you guys. So we have personally addressed every comment, every tweet, every Kickstarter thing. We were at some point Facebook have been a little bit more on the lower side, but most of it was Twitter, Kickstarter, Instagram, and we reacted on everyone. And some were kind of like a little bit like nervous, like are we getting it? And of course we are very optimistic. We believe in this. We believe in the community. But in all honesty, I started to sweat a little bit. There was this Jordan Peele meme, like sweating, dripping water from the forehead, but we did it. There's a lot of like people here around, like kids.
Yeah.
So if you see them like on this landscape, please forgive us.
Yeah, I mean, a Kickstarter, you know, it has a sort of character of going like huge in the beginning, and maybe usually when a Kickstarter goes well, it goes bigger in the end or big in the end as well. But that's always like, you know, that theory doesn't, you know, it's a theory. It's just not sure if that actually goes to happen. So.
You never know.
You never know.
And of course, like the traditional way, and it's also what we said to you guys, is that it's always kind of in the end where you're nearing that phase where you're getting that extra push. Droner or something like that. Thank you for joining. But yes, reality sometimes needs to catch up, and sometimes like, yeah, but we are the exception. You just didn't get it here or didn't get it there. So we tried it with our beautiful screenshots, or virtual photographers. We shared like a nice post with it with the Kickstarter. We shared, of course, the countdown from 5 from Saturday onwards, and we shared the heartfelt message from us to say like what we really believe in this 1 month. Thank you for joining. I really appreciate that. But yeah, you never know. You never really know how this is gonna kind of unfold. You need to kind of rely on kind of the attention you have, and we are a small team against giants, so trying to push for attention, trying to get it done, talking to streamers. We even had Shirley Curry sending a heartfelt message on the channel, which is beautiful. We had people like Co-Carnage helping
Shirley
out.
Curry.
Yeah.
Oh my, she's guys, for everyone that doesn't know her, she's I have to do it correctly. Is she 87 already?
I don't know her exact age, but
I'm so sorry, Shirley, but it is a respectable age. Let's call it that. Respectable. I mean, and she's playing games. She's in what was it? Bethesda's game, of course. Not Fallout, the other one.
Yes.
Also not Starfield, because we also know that one, but it's the... My God, not Oblivion. I played Oblivion a lot. I lost the name. Skyrim. Thank you. In lead. Thank you. She's in Skyrim. She even met like all the leads at Bethesda, but she also played our game, and she responded as well. Even on this one, that for the third time, because she did Deliver Us the Moon, she did Mars, she did a lot of things. So.
That's so that's what we have.
We still have something in view, of course.
I think somebody is checking. So even Julia is here, that you know from us. Maybe you can wave a little bit. Yes, there's the lovely Julia. Just to support us. She brought actually this alcohol-free, guys. So this is allowed to celebrate. And in a way, like I can't wait for kind of the thing to complete at 10 o'clock, but also I'm thirsty.
Remco is very realistic. You know what he says? He's just like, I don't know why people are saying we made it, because it's still 2 hours, 3 hours to go, I think. So he's right. To a certain extent, if you all subtract your pledges, we're done.
We're done. So it's still not in the it's still not in the bag in that extent, but we trust you guys.
Yeah.
And this is alcohol free, so just as a
the music makes it even super.
Man, I'm ripping this thing apart like I've never opened a bottle before.
Zane is looking at it. This is Zane, and Zane is like, "What is this guy doing? What is Uncle Paul doing?" Yeah.
Okay, here we go. It will get open sometime. Like we have 3 hours to stream, so we also
still have 3 hours until this opens, right? we have some time.
It's great that we started right now. But let me see in the chat. I see Arrow Realm. My God, you have been an amazing support from the beginning. I see in leads. Also, I've seen you snap by. Like I've messaged so much. A little big yin. I see you. The brave lurker. Thank you for being here. Jufail, I see you as well. Mad Hypes, Mars Attack. Also the name that I can never speak of. Ififus? I see. Oh, man, I'm just ripping this bottle apart. Let me do something. No, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe Zane. Is he gonna cry?
Zane is like, can you get on with this? Can you get?
I will, but I will make him cry. So just for a little bit of a pre-celebration, because just in. What is it?
And Wijnand, I see.
Wijnand, I see as well. I saw Leah is there, which is great. Psychit, Claire, thank you so much for doing the stream together.
Did we mention that Leah, is Leah in the stream?
Yeah, Leah's in the stream.
Leah, guys, who's done something insanely, crazily cool.
It's gonna happen, man.
She has a Deliver Us the Moon astronaut tattooed on her leg.
Yes.
Guys, if you know rock stars, I thought it only happened at rock concerts that people do this and tattoo everybody on it.
But now it's the games.
Leah did it, and it is an amazing tattoo. Like it's a roll.
Open it up.
Yeah, you're gonna open it up.
Is Zane ready? I'm not sure how loud it's gonna be.
It's gonna be. Make it loud. Make it pop.
Oh,
Zane, kijk. Woo! Congrats! And where are the
glasses?
The glasses are gone.
I brought some.
Nice.
Just for a small drink. It's alcohol free, so we can do this. There's no violation here, Twitch. We are doing this.
It's alcohol free. Zero. It's
Zero.
Even called zero.
Yes. So just a pre-celebration, and I want to toast to you guys, and of course to our team, Koen. Cheers to you guys. Thank you so much for believing in us and knowing us from the past, knowing us from Deliver Us the Moon, maybe Mars, maybe even before Horrend when we did a horror game. But man, we have been struggling a lot lately, and I will tell you more about it in a bit. But we did it together with you guys, and we are really thankful for you to make that come to life. It was a bit scary, but we did it.
It's scary, but it's there. Cheers, guys. On you guys. You made it happen. Also, Rashira says with 50% not alcohol, but it's also just 100% not alcohol.
And thank you, Julia, for bringing this.
Isn't that weird that if you would put alcohol in here, it's something is being forbidden?
It's forbidden.
All right.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, it's good. It's like, and we need to stay.
Oh. Oh, Kalashin.
Finally, I made it. Missing you guys. And Achi.
Achi?
Achi, missing you. Oh, I've never heard that.
Yeah,
now
I knew that happened. You know that my lenses started drying up from the freeze. So it was becoming vaguer and vaguer.
The Ice Queen is back, Kalesin. You see.
The Ice Queen,
The Ice Queen, and thank you for that. I forgot about that again. I know it's still there, and that it works.
It still works.
You can't imagine like how much times we've changed the setup and how these things are changing, and all these like alerts were not working anymore, but it did work. So, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I see.
Oh, Error's Realm knows a lot more about all the narcotics. You can use all narcotics on Twitch if you put on the tags.
If you put in drug and tax, it's actually allowed. What does that mean by tax?
In that case,
so get the shrooms ready, guys. Okay. Yeah. No, but man, this it was nerve-wracking. It was nerve-wracking to do this again.
I have to say that once we had this idea of like we have a month and let's set this one up and let's do the Kickstarter, and then when the Kickstarter started, I was like, okay, so now we have the work done. But then I remembered like, this is where it starts. And back in 2016, we had the same thing. And I know that I did even 24-hour shifts. So I was sitting there the first 2 days without sleep, also in the end phase. This time we managed it a little bit more closely, a little bit better on how to do that rhythm. But I remember it was ongoing, and this was nowhere less ongoing. I think it kept on going. You kept on talking, you kept on trying, and get it over the line, and that's crazy. I mean, it reminded me of a cool time where we were in contact with all these people back with the Gronk stream.
Yeah,
we didn't know what happened back then. Like suddenly we were seeing all these funds coming in, and this time it went over time, right?
Yeah, and I have to say it's the differences between like Deliver Moon. We were a very unknown company. No, we didn't make any game yet, so we were just like these ambitious kids with a small team portraying this with a prototype demo. Yeah. And of course we did Deliver for Us Mars, we did it a bit more behind the curtain. So kind of like within the industry, it's kind of like only releasing when the trailers are there, when everything is there with a whole marketing campaign. And we missed this. We missed this a lot. We missed to do this together with you guys, to be very open about the development, open about our struggles.
Yeah.
And we witnessed it again with this. So we went kind of back full circle to do a Kickstarter, how it once started with Kaioken. And now we did it again, and also with a prototype demo, also with something that we released to you guys and streamers and people, and now with VPs. And that's with the photo mode in it.
Photo mode and the virtual photographers are some like breath of fresh air to this industry. I mean, there was like a moment where they came up a lot, and I think it's because the photo modes became a lot better. And at some point, seeing the social media going, I think at some point, they were taken very seriously. And some of these awards, have you seen that magazine, for example, that's being given out every year? Actually, last like a week ago or 2 weeks ago, a new issue released, and I saw these pictures of like all these games. Like, wow, that's artistry on its own, and that's where we were like, we love beautiful shots, beautiful games, nice graphics. So we were like, we gotta take a bet on this and try to have them help us shoot these awesome pictures. And as much as we try to shoot awesome pictures, we have like a million things going on the side. So once someone is just taking a moment and just check the game in an angle, or just takes a little bit more time to fiddle with the tools, it just gets mesmerizing. There's even shots where I'm like, is this like a Tarantino game movie or something? And like, what?
It's really cool.
Yeah. It's
really cool. As you see, Mr. Jewfail, thank you for joining the stream. We will bring you a great game. So thank you for making it happen. But like you said, it's just something that we need to do everything at once at this point, where we need to make this Kickstarter, need to make the demo. For the people that know us, like we have been through some rough patches, the whole industry has, and one of it was to return to our initial success, go back to something that we created, go back to the Kickstarter together with the community, kind of surpassing all these investments and companies and big companies kind of not really daring to make a move anymore on a team like us. And therefore we kind of like turned to you guys and we said like, what is that we can do? Like one thing is like you pull the plug, you stop making games, and that's it. That was the whole ride, and something to be proud of. So there's many companies that did that. There's many big, good teams that kind of fell apart. We just didn't want to do it. There was too much fire in our hearts, too much fire for what we are creating. The trilogy that you kind of like that people call it now. This was already like part of something we pitched, I believe, in 2018. And also before that, with this was.
You
still
mean to Deliver Us Home?
Deliver Us Home, even with Mars, and we even didn't do Mars before either.
I remember that I actually went to
Sweden.
a publisher meeting. Sweden, where I were backed and sacked with an idea of this game as well. Like it was Mars also as well, and also Home, and I never got too long into that pitch, I remember, but at some point, I think even at the very, very start, guys, and this is something we don't necessarily talk about too much, but there's a moment very early on in Keoken's beginnings where we were in a very, very small office and we had a year of development in a horror game that we made up ourselves, and it just didn't came together as nicely, but at that point, we just said to the whole team, like, hey guys, can we just pitch something cool, something new? Oh yeah.
Another kid.
Yeah. Come on, sit.
We got another one here.
Yeah.
Another
one.
blue Smurf.
Yeah. Come on, sit. And so at that moment, we pitched like everybody, Remco, Sander, we all made up like a small pitch, and the pitch was meant to be a 4-month project. And the cool thing was, Paul also got a pitch, and he actually won the pitch because he had the coolest idea, and it was a game called Moon Man. And wait a second. And Moon Man was the winner in that sense, and that became Deliver Us the Moon eventually. Yeah. And when Moon Man, that's the early beginning. So actually, Paul, and it was actually pitched like something like a man living on the dark and the light side of the moon.
Almost.
And eventually that became Deliver Us the Moon that we, I think, had a playable in 2015 for the first time. But that's the early beginnings.
And there is still something on YouTube. So for the people that kind of like to do it, Gerber, I have seen you many times, by the way, in the Kickstarter.
Oh yeah.
Nice to see you. Also saw Katjana, nice that you're here as well. Les Firefly, nice to hear. Will Pacha. I see this long message, but I can't read it anymore. But something.
Naturally, it was kind of heartbroken when you guys revealed the struggles you faced while finding publishers. Once your Kickstarter went live, I immediately backed it up until a day ago. Can't describe how happy I am right now. Congratulations. That is true. That is amazing.
But yes, it has been quite a ride. Like we have been doing this for the last decades. Therefore, it's also you wanna say something?
No, I see Real Patcha saying the exe file of Deliver Us the Moon is still called Moon Man.
Yes,
exactly. Yeah,
and we of course have the comics in there called Moon Man. So there's still some reference in it. Oh, there's a kid like walking here on the surface on this weird exoplanet. Is it an exoplanet? Is it Earth? What is this mystery we're on? There's like cool cinema seats on it.
You can just chill out here.
Chill out on cinema seats. So, yes, but yeah, it has been such a long story, and therefore, of course, heartbreaking to us to finally kind of made such a beautiful team. A team that we took so long kind of establish together, and then pushing it to the end and to the edge of kind of what was reasonable in a company. Unfortunately, needing to let go of the team and then kind of trying to reorganize something to say, how are we going to do this? Are we going to continue, or are we going to stop doing this altogether?
Yeah.
And that was kind of the last resort, which was this Kickstarter. And especially during a time where you kind of are already kind of on your end. So in all honesty, it feels like you run a marathon. You tried it for 2.5 years, pitching all these things, making it happen, trying with beautiful partners, very kind people, but then again, the industry kind of sank down. People were more reserved, people held back their horses. And at one point, you're just left there with nothing. You have a lot of cool ideas, but there's no funding, there's nothing. And at one point, reality hits. And therefore, you need to make some rough decisions.
Yeah.
And we did. And we did had a long talk about how we would continue this. And then we said we have to go back to what was originally the success of our company and the success of our games, which is you guys. You guys have always kind of helped us out and pushed it. And that brought us back to the Kickstarter, which is now, what is it, 110%, I believe.
110. Yeah.
Which is really
it definitely
helpful.
looks like it.
And then again, like there's a lot of people that are asking, they're saying like, hey, but why don't you kind of promise right away an Xbox version and a PlayStation version? Also, in complete transparency, it's not like a click on the button on the Unreal Engine to do it, or some people would ask it as well.
There is a button in Unreal Engine that says PlayStation or...
But it's not that easy.
I tried it a couple of times and it didn't work out.
Somebody said as well, it's like, hey, but you want to migrate to the Unreal 5 engine from 4. Of course, we use all these assets that we created in Moon and in Mars, of course, and that's all in Unreal 4 engine.
Yeah.
So that just takes time. So I saw a comment.
Well, yeah, there was someone who said it. It was also in our FAQ at some point. But the problem is, we're transitioning doesn't mean that we're doing it already. It's more like we want to go there, and why? Because UE5, and that's the thing. It takes a while because we have the suite, the Deliver Us suite, as we can call it. It's been fully made in UE4 because that was the cool thing. Deliver Us the Moon started at the start of UE4 almost because it was a new engine back then. And Unreal Engine 5 came live, I think, quite during Deliver Us Mars, because when I think March 23 got something new, I remember something there. Yeah. And we wanted to upgrade, and there was like this question like, are we going to do this on this game? And eventually we didn't. But migrating all those assets, getting all the stuff to work, like all your like references throughout the game, usually, you know, are they gonna stick up there? Are they gonna go broke? But to get all that fixed, that takes a while. It takes time, it takes people, that costs money. Then the cool thing about Unreal 5 is that it does serve smaller teams. Quite better. Unreal 5 just does a lot more. So.
Performance-wise, it's going to help out a lot. Okay, so let me fastly see a question here. Will there be more planet exploring or moon? Or I think there was a question about planet exploring. Yes, there's going to be a lot of exploration. It's still more of a mystery where this is. Like,
but maybe planets. I'm not really sure. Like, don't think of it as
Elite Dangerous.
Yeah, or that's different. But exploring a planet or a piece of a space station, for example. Yeah, absolutely. That's as long as it fits in the Deliver Us universe that we've done. And we got some crazy, weird ideas about where that can go.
Yes. I also see EXO, Archangel, nice to see you here. CSM Interactive and Tom Fly, thank you for the congratulations. Bento Punk Champ, I won't mind if you don't hit stretch goals, I'm just happy. CSM Interactive, you're saying, is 25 enough? You have to understand, again, like we are pushing it. It really kickstarts kind of the dream. But we still need to be fighting for extra help, extra funding. So think about maybe Unreal can help with an Epic Mega Grant. There's also
voice acting. We need voice acting in there.
Yes, of course, so. Creative Europe can help with it. Maybe we need to do a collaboration with somebody. So in the end, of course, we are needing to search for more. And this does kickstart kind of the start of all these things.
That's the cool thing. We've done it in 2016 with nothing. We were super green, and eventually the road. And the past right now, the history speaks for itself. It's more or less Paul and I and the team will always try to get, you know, a better deal in the end. Like making sure that the game that you will actually get to play is something amazing. I remember looking back at the Kickstarter of 2016 and seeing what Deliver Us the Moon has become. Totally different from what we hoped back then, because it was actually a walking simulator back then.
Thank you.
Yeah,
EXO Archangel. It's a tier sub action here. I feel getting old. Like I feel like this is like a.
We are getting old. that is a very big fact.
Oh,
That's a fact.
it is like we said, we have been very careful with doing the promises, right? So, for example, when you promise like a game that's 50 hours long and you're asking 100K for it, this is not something that you can do. It's quite expensive to do it. So we need to be very smart, even with the amount that we get now for Kickstarter, how to make this game. For example, we can't do cutscenes like we did in Deliver Us Mars. That's very expensive. Or a mocap action to do full mocap in this game. We need to be very smart with the use of assets that we already have.
Yeah, we can be very creative. That, by the way, because that's what I see, and you guys can be the judge of that, but I think with the new demo, it shows a tiny bit, I think, of what we can already do. And now, that's the cool thing with being funded, is that you just, you're enabled to really get this game started. Like the time is now on us, that we can think of where we can take it, what areas we're gonna do, how the story is gonna unfold, because that's gonna be weird, I can tell you. It's gonna be surprising. We need to surprise you guys as much as we want answers on stuff in the game, because I see sometimes questions like,
Welcome, Jim.
Is this game going to answer my questions from Mars and Moon or Untitled? Yeah, of course, we will always take into account the backstory of where this series is grounded in. However, we also need to surprise you. So, I think that's the most important thing. You need to be recognizing the game, feeling at ease, like, oh yes, this is the adventure I want to play. And then you're like, but I didn't expect this. Yes, exactly.
Les Firefly, she's saying thank you to everybody that backed and kickstarted the game, shared the Kickstarter, and we're rooting. That is really awesome. That is really helpful. And some people are saying we don't have a lot of followers, so I don't mind sharing, but even these people, every little bit helped. So I see Cyrock, I believe. What? Cyrock 2K.
2K.
Double my Kickstarter pledge yesterday as a really new game in the Deliver Us series. All these things are extremely helpful, and still now. So our stretch goals are, in the first 125, we are doing an Unreal 5 migration. We are already kind of doing it and trying it and pushing it as much as we can, but then again, we can only commit when we go to a certain kind of security. The same counts for consoles. We have always done it with our previous games, so Deliver Us the Moon, Deliver Us Mars have always been on PlayStation, Xbox. Now, actually next week, Tuesday, we are also doing a Nintendo Switch version for Deliver Us the Moon, which is awesome. Very difficult to do, but it's awesome that we did it. So you can imagine, like back in the day, we did the Deliver Us the Moon Kickstarter. We couldn't promise this. We didn't know, but now, years later, we actually are doing it. So even if we can't promise it right away, you can kind of look a little bit in our history and say, hey, but these guys actually are doing it. So we will always do everything that we can to our power, even if it needs to secure other funding to make this game even better and bigger, or to consoles or to other platforms. So you can just expect us to over-deliver on the expectancy. Let me see as well. I see QB. Mars was my favorite game so far. I love the story so much. You guys are talented. Thank you so much. Really appreciate that. And something Arrow Realm. I think quite some people increased their pledges in the end.
There's a lot of people.
That helps. Every little bit helps. Even that's now it's now 10% over. All these things, we will be very efficiently spending this all in the game. We are a small, agile team. We learned a lot. We can stand on the shoulders of our old team as well. All the assets created, putting it kind of into the next game. And then again, for a lot of people, because they haven't played it, they all get, of course, the demo prototype after we complete it.
I saw a question from that and said, like, is it going to be waiting for a lot longer? Or is it after the Kickstarter we take a moment to distribute the keys to the people? For the demo that if you backed for the game, of course you're gonna get to play the prototype demo.
Latest would be next week somewhere. So we are gonna push it to everybody, and everybody can play it, because we also like to see it. So even if you are streaming or you're doing it live as well, we are taking notes. So we are even checking out like how you are playing it, what you find, what you're saying, how your audience is reacting to it. It's kind of our QA, but then directly with you guys. It's a sort of open beta almost. which is nice. I love to see that.
I think CHM and Real Pasha asked about like, is it easier to find a publisher? Well, at the very least, your discussions are a lot better, of course. As much as it is sad, we're a smaller team, but it does make it more plausible that you can maybe cut a deal. Yeah, absolutely. There's a lot of options that open up.
It's a milestone of success. So when people see that and you see the traction that we got together with you guys, the amount of photos you guys shared, the amount of tweets you shared, like we were kind of like spreading the internet with you guys, and eventually like it took off kind of like a wildfire. And that is also something that they look at, right?
Yeah.
They're like, hey, let's give these guys a chance. They are fighting like lions for it. They have this amazing community. They're now showcasing. They also have a successful Kickstarter. So, of course, all these things propel to make it even more successful. Also, landing a partner.
Yeah, it's actually we get some messages already. But you know what's most important is if we would go down that road, we need to make sure it's fitting. We need to make sure that it understands what we want as a developer. Talk with you guys, share with you guys, because funny enough is seeing people play the prototype demo not only catches some weird bugs that we know are in there, but still it also teaches us a little bit like, okay, so is this approach that we took here coming over in the way we want, or are people confused about things? And of course you can also do that on a very big tested game like Mars, for example, was tested a lot more on its experience. Still, you'll learn from it in many ways, but especially with the more freedom in Deliver Us Home, your hands are tied to some extent. That you're like, oh my God, we need to know how players take the game. So it's very vital, I think, especially now. Also, the whole Kickstarter thing, talking to you guys, seeing plays, is just very cool.
I saw somebody asking as well, it's like, is this gonna fund for a prototype that we then can show to a publisher? We already made a prototype. So for everybody that backs the game, I believe it's like above the early bird tier. You get the demo. You already get the prototype demo to see. So no, the money that's kind of used is already getting into the game. Yeah. So it's things like the next levels, the next areas.
Yeah.
I can't be too specific yet, but
yeah,
we are making the game. So yes, we are always looking and securing more funding to make it more feasible, to make it more healthy for our people, for ourselves, to kind of really make this and go to these events and showcase to the people and establish kind of marketing for it, marketing budgets. But the money that's now spent, everything is going to be in the game.
Yeah.
So the prototype is already there. So even if we need to show something to a potential collaborator, we are going to show that. They can back the game right now if they want to, and they can check it out. They don't have to send us an email, but please do, I would say.
Some of them did, I think.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
Also, we believe, and we can also be very open about this, there's a lot of publishers, they call it business intelligence. They kind of want to know what's in there. They want to know if there's like a little bit of a battle between other games they're doing. So yes, of course, they're interested in like, what are these guys up to? Like, is this competition that we have to be afraid of? And the answer is yes, they do. You have to be afraid.
Absolutely. Yeah. No, it's that's true. No, but they've been watching, and what maybe resonated with me most when seeing because our network is wide, guys. We're very wide, and honestly, as much as it's super sad that this happens to studios like us. You know that we were a big studio, and then when you have to scale down. It happens like industry-wide, like the whole industry on development side and publisher side is in a super weird spot right now. And it's not that the publishers are having it easy right now. So
also,
it's important to see, and that's what you also now see shine through some of these individuals, because you also talk to humans, you know, don't talk to the company or the publisher, you talk to humans, and they're a massive amount of people that also supported us. So it's very lovely that they're doing that. It's
indeed what Koen is saying is true. There's a lot of things like happening within the industry, and it's publishers having struggles, bigger companies having some struggles, bigger developers, small developers. everybody is kind of like in this very scary position, and therefore it's extra.
Well, what it actually does, and that's maybe most important, what everyone should consider in a tough spot right now is this industry, do you want to make games, and what's the most important thing about it? Like, do you want to make it to make money and it doesn't work anymore? Well, this industry right now, it never was, but now is absolutely not the place to be there for that. But right now, we really, 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 really love games. So it's more, you know...
It was a huge test.
You really need to love making games.
If you, the things and the struggles that you have to go through, kind of more on the practical side, on the realistic side of things, sometimes gets really dark.
Yeah.
It really gets your perseverance, your dedication is truly being tested. Like, how much do you really want this during those times? And of course, when things are more optimistic and everybody is like happy, and it's kind of more of a mark where everybody is richer and people are just playing games and everybody feels not in a recession, then of course things feel good. But it's always these times that truly test you. How much do you really want to be in this industry? It can also be another industry that you can be a top athlete and you have struggles there, and then you are ultimately tested like how much you want to be the top athlete. But at this point was like, this was a tough one. This was like, this was your crack moment.
I see some discussion also going around about mocap and it needs a serious budget and stuff. But there is something cool because we have invested a lot into the studio, into the project. So, for example, guys, something we didn't have in Deliver Us the Moon, but now have available to us for Deliver Us Home, is that we have our own mocap suit. I mean, I can run around in it, and maybe... or maybe
Koen is very tall guy.
Not me.
So,
it's not going to be me.
But maybe I can. I'm not sure either if I can fit in it.
Probably Sander. But no. But it is the interesting thing is we have a lot of tools at our disposal that can come close to some areas if we get creative, and that's what maybe is the most interesting thing right now. Those creative ideas, those swings, those strange like. I really never like this word, but with a twist. Usually when someone with a twist says, I'm like, okay, so it's not really that different, but with a twist. But anyway, you can twist and turn around some of these creative issues, and more than ever right now. So, and engines help you big time with it as well. So
yeah, so like I said, so the Unreal 5 engine, even Unreal 4, it's going to help us a lot. We have all the experience that we have, and we need to be smart. So there's one thing that you guys have to understand. Even when we are a smaller team, we can stand on the kind of shoulders of everything that's created around the Deliver Us universe. And then again, we are not gonna undermine kind of the feeling that Deliver Us has. Pandas, Crew, TV, thank you for joining. We are gonna set the benchmark as the feel as what you would expect from a Deliver Us game. So even though when there maybe are less cutscene, less facial animations, these things, it wouldn't feel like you're missing something. It actually maybe would benefit more from the mystery. So, yes, we need to be smart. We need to really cut costs on certain other levels, but we're not cutting costs in the form of like, this is a shit game. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be a super cool game. And I think if you say, okay, this guy's like talking, but what is he selling to me? Play the prototype demo.
Yeah.
Check it out. Check what it feels like.
Did you want to move through the Kickstarter? Or was it
yes, actually we can.
Because you wanted to maybe to talk about, we're talking sort of about some stretch goals, but...
Yes, maybe that's good as well. We just go to the Kickstarter, so for the people that are just joining... Okay, wait, here.
Oh, you can click on it.
Right. Oh, yeah, I will click on it. I'm not sure if it's going to work, though, but we'll check it. Wait, I see, in my opinion, the way Deliver Us Marsh stepped up the narrative writing and character is...
Marvelous.
Marvelous, yeah. I need to skip that word for a second. You guys will be willing to share some tips and tricks you might have used to make the narrative for the second game. With solo developers trying to make narrative-focused games... you have to be smart, actually. If you're a very small team, a narrative doesn't have to consist a huge casting. It doesn't have to consist mocap. It can actually consist only text-based. You need to just be very smart about like how you portray a story. Is it through environmental storytelling, or is it maybe more text-based? Is it more on the mystery side of things? So there's so many kind of tools to make your story come true. Sometimes it's without words and without text. It's just music and it's just a feeling. So it's pick your battle. Is it gonna be something like that? Yeah, if you want to make a narrative game like The Last of Us, and of course it's gonna be more expensive because of all the cinematics. But there's other tools to tell a very rich narrative story. Also, I see Leonardo, hello, from Poland. Hello from the Netherlands. Media Burn, I love the Lair of Us universe. Thank you so much, really appreciate it. Wijnand, I'm happy for you guys. More than I explain on a personal level and a professional level. It's awesome to see that you are now at a great advantage and step into the right direction. Yes, and you guys all made that possible, so thank you for that. I see Andre as well, Arrow's Realm, and Titius. We have had a lot of conversation on Kickstarter. Thank you so much for your contribution because it really helps us make this. It's really a big milestone in our company. VTMBT. Oh, Treador. I couldn't really read it. Yeah. Okay. You said I could switch to. So I tried for a second. Yeah. What will happen if I click this button? Yeah. No.
Yeah, it works.
See? It didn't work, but it works.
If you open Edge there.
Oh.
Yeah, now it works.
Now it works.
And scrolling down through it, I think we're not even able to scroll.
I can't.
I can just try to move it up.
Okay, so...
Oh!
Wait,
I saw a different donation, but I like this too much. And it's too hot.
It is really hot.
Really hot, yeah.
I'm not sure. I hear some screaming in the back as well. I'm not sure what's happening.
Do people hear also the sound in the stream? Like
no.
What she says?
Yeah, I actually don't know. Does she hear this? Does the stream hear that voice?
There's a very robotic voice in your ears that says like. But I think people. Yeah. Okay, so people hear the voice.
Okay, Teddy, that's great. It's good to know because I always say Ted Tews or something, and I'm probably kind of misabusing that name.
Thank you, Kalessen.
Kalessen, thank you so much. Kickstarter. We have 2 hours to go, and we are doing this stream kind of to count down with you guys to fully complete it. We are at 110.
You can still back it.
You can still back it, and maybe we can just slowly scroll down a little bit. I will say stop at some point, but we set this up like in such a short time. But then again, you have to remember as well, we already were figuring out prototypes for Deliver Us Home. So there was even another prototype before, something that we showed publishers and people, and this one was specifically created for you guys. So I believe
that's true.
The moment where we kind of like hit rock bottom.
So for every publisher that saw our pitches during the last 2.5 years, this one was new.
They haven't seen this one. So the first people that played it were not publishers. It was you guys.
It was you guys. Yeah.
Which was great. So if you scroll down, of course, we were saying all the things that people kind of, if new people kind of come to the game, and of course it's going to be a standalone as well. But for the people that played Moon and Mars, of course, there are going to be things to discover in that you know from the story. So yes, we use these GIFs as well to showcase a little bit like what we are made of. And this is all in the prototype demo. You were very keen on it as well. It's like, okay, even I said something, maybe we can show something from the other prototype. We're like, no, we actually need to keep it real from everything that you can play. Everything that's something that if you get the prototype, that you're not like confused. Like, I don't even see this part. This part is not even playable.
Yeah.
So if you scroll down as well, some quick facts, of course, about our universe. And then we thought as well, because we wanted to do it a little bit more together with you guys, and we were sending away this demo kind of very early on, when it was barely finished. We said, okay, let's send it to VPs for some extra shots. And then we featured that on the Kickstarter as well, while the Kickstarter was actually live. So this is, for example, a great picture of Igon, who made beautiful pictures for in photo mode, because that's even in the prototype.
The
photo mode is there.
Photo mode, so that's really cool.
So also to showcase a bit of another perspective, because of course we have been seeing this, we have been playing this and QAing this and making this, that sometimes it's very nice to get some extra pair of eyes and say, this is what we need. So when we scroll down a little bit, Here we go. We got the demo access, of course, for everybody that's backing the game from early access onwards. From the early bird onwards, I have to say. There you go. Another nice picture of Igon. This is a part. It's
Yes, somewhere in the.
You have to discover.
Yeah.
I can't say too much about it. Then we got the beautiful Olivier César. I'm not sure if I'm speaking, if I'm pronouncing the name right, but
Probably Olivier.
Olivier César. Man, you blew me away with your shots as well. We even used one of the shots as, I believe, the profile picture, and you have been extremely kind. I'm not sure if you're watching or looking this back, but wow, thank you so much for the help. And everybody that made those shots, it is so helpful to use that and show it and kind of get attention to the game. It really made it possible to get the successful Kickstarter.
So Garrett, hi Garrett.
Hey Garrett, nice to see you here. We got Bug VP, which is nice. This is like a part where some people know this mechanic a little bit. It has like a docking mechanic to it. Not saying too much about it. Maybe we're gonna play it in an hour.
You've not done that part, right?
Actually, I did have done that part, so it's a bit of a ferry. We are going to play the demo here as well, together with Sander and Remco, because they're here and they're going to be in stream. And
you can also look away if you want to experience yourself.
Yes, of course. So if you go down more, you see this nice sequence, more nearing the end of our demo. I believe this is Nijik. Is that the photographer? I can't read it, but I think it is, which is also nice. Then go down again. Of course, we are also already been found on Steam, so for people that kind of like to wishlist it already, very helpful. It kind of like also spikes up kind of like the interest for it, even for any new collaborators. If we would sell it to people, always works.
Yeah.
Features, explore and scavenge. We're gonna see in a bit. Of course, great GIF that kind of showcases the jetpack. Some people would already say, it's like, hey, this is kind of like a double jump. Is it going to be a little bit more floaty or kind of like, floaty that you can hang in the sky a little bit longer? And the answer is yes. These things are going to happen. So think about upgrade and survive. If you go down a little bit, again, you have, of course, customization, crafting. So think about the whole environment around you. That's a bit different that you know from our other Deliver Us games. It's more player agency that we are going for. A bit more mystery, a bit more you decide where to go. Maybe you decide to do some things first and some things later. But it's gonna be cool. Like, you need to use your environment a little bit more than just kind of being on the roller coaster rails. Do we see any cool questions here? I see here one. Airman Protocol, star-sized location. I don't know what it is. Maybe a black hole. Maybe. I see as well here is the President Sander from President Sander from Zenten.
Yeah,
he's still the president.
He's the president in Mars.
You can actually ask him questions yourself in a bit because he will be joining the stream. I see here, has the team thought of putting Deliver Us the Moon and Deliver Us Mars free on Epic Games again to get more interest in the series? There will always be doing ongoing things. So, for example, Deliver Us the Moon will appear on Nintendo Switch next Tuesday. So next Tuesday, we're going to release, together with Wire Productions, the Deliver Us the Moon Nintendo Switch version. So, of course, we are always trying to get more attention on kind of the games that we made before. You know, and maybe if we finish this game, maybe we pack it. Maybe we pack it as a trilogy. Who knows?
If it's finishes, you never know.
But then again, we first need to make sure that we get to that finish line. So if we go down, uncover and restore, of course, the holograms that you know from us, kind of that tell the story.
It's interesting. Someone asked was it Deliver Us Duma? No, it was Deliver Us Mars a success. It was absolutely a success. But, you know, a lot of people worked on that game. A lot of budget was used for that game. So a publisher also needs to get that back in a way. So, of course, it's actually going well. Deliver Us Mars is doing very well, by the way, but it's more or less, you know, that doesn't come back easy. That's why making money or getting games out there is a miracle on itself that people do that. So it's absolutely harder. Also, a question above about Epic Free. I think we had Moon on Game Pass, and we had Mars on Epic Week Free.
Yes.
The thing is, those deals are not just something you can decide on a click of a button, like Steam, like, hey, I want to participate into a week free. This is something you have to negotiate with a platform like Epic or PlayStation or Xbox. Everyone has their own ways to do that. And then there are thousands and thousands of developers that want that. So you can imagine that if you want to grab a deal in some way, it takes a while. Also, they have a lot to choose from. So it's not something you can do overnight. It's something you have to be very thankful for once you land something like that. And then in other ways, we try to put it out as much as we can. That's why even 6 or 7 years, I'm not sure how long it is, we even put it out on Switch now. Very funny, because that was actually the team back then pitching it to us inside, like, hey, we might be able to do it right now.
Yes.
And that's why we do it, because a lot of Nintendo users have been asking, hey, it would be cool if I have something like this on a Switch. And we're like, yeah, if it would run on there. And I have to say, I'm quite impressed looking at Deliver Us the Moon, what it's doing on a Switch. It's crazy.
Yes. So there's always a lot of like moving blocks to kind of make these things happen. And yes, like behind the scenes, sometimes it's a little bit more difficult than just like, just send an email and say like, hey, we want to be on it. And they're paying a gazillion and everybody's happy and having a party. It's a bit more tough. And especially if you're against these giants, like we are a small company. We trying to kind of like scream louder. Yeah, you see a cool idea.
Yeah.
I see somebody actually said something about...
That's Gareth.
Yeah?
That's Gareth.
Oh, I didn't see who wrote it, but it was something about like all the readables, right? Of Deliver Us the Moon and Deliver Us Mars, maybe release a sort of app.
But I had a whole other conversation on mobile, because we had a great feature by WCCF Tech. That's a big tech website. Actually, with a very extensive interview. I wasn't expecting it to be that long, but he actually asked me a great question. He said something like, have you ever thought of putting the Moon and Mars games on mobile? And I was like, well, that's what I said. It passed our minds. But nowadays, those mobile phones, or smartphones as we call them, are super strengthy and beefy. They're becoming quite strong. So let's say, and also all options become more viable that you can actually do it. So not saying, because guys, it's just Paul, me, a couple of people that help us out right now. So there's no realistic reason right now that we can say like, yeah, we're gonna put it on mobile next month. It's more that maybe through time, because that's, again, next week the Switch happens. If it happens to end up on a phone or something, I mean, hell yes, I would love to see it happen there, but
we will always try.
We'll always try in every way.
And of course, we're always thinking about these things, but it's not as easy as just to click this button. We want the experience to be kind of working for the devices, so it needs a bit of like...
it's on mobile next month. Sorry, Koen said it, it's on mobile next month. No, it's not.
No, okay. So don't quote us on us, please. Be nice.
Front page tomorrow.
Terrible.
No, it's fine.
Well, terrible. Okay, let me go down to
I'll upload an app with a picture.
Okay, a little bit down to the Kickstarter again. History, of course, you can read through it. Characters, of course. Some people were asking, like, who are you exactly? That's still a lot of mystery, and it's gonna be a long mystery as well. But it's gonna be cool. It's gonna be definitely cool. So it's gonna be more you. That's definitely. It's gonna be more about your decisions as well. Your robot companion, of course, for the people. No, Ace, our lovely robots.
Made by Collision, who keeps freezing us all the time.
Yeah, so this is beautiful. Actually, people constantly ask when I show this in stream, is where can I buy this? But there's only one of them. Yeah. Only one in this world, or at least that I know. But we only have it, so that there is no big production. It was a Collision making it for us, and we were very thankful.
Handmade and hand cut. Everything is handmade.
The kids love it.
Yeah,
I can tell you that. So if you go down, the settlers, yes, there's maybe more to it, and it looks like an Earth-like environment. Is it Earth, though? I don't know. It seems strange. It seems a bit...
very strange water.
Yes, very strange water. Okay, so
don't drink it.
We got the soundtrack. We actually released a few tracks already in the Kickstarter update. I believe it's for backers only, so for people that kind of want to listen to a full track already. If you're a backer, there's also kind of exclusive updates that got some extra info. So if you go down, and of course it's Sander, he's going to appear in a bit because we're going to play the game.
I'm going to answer a question, Nidus, who asked this for it will be story driven. Yes, the Deliver Us games are story driven. There's absolutely going to be a new history, but it will be bound to the previous one. So it's a standalone game like Deliver Us the Moon and Deliver Us Mars, but it is absolutely going to tie back to something. If you have played the series, you will always remember, oh, this is what happened then, and this is in Moon, and that's in Mars. Yeah.
Then we got photo mode. Of course, there's still people asking for Deliver Us the Moon photo mode because we haven't had it in there. This is, of course, something we would wish and we would love to do, but it just takes time. It just we were so occupied in kind of saving our company from and just saving the journey forward for Deliver Us Home, and kind of like pushing forward that we just simply didn't have time yet to kind of implement that. But of course, it's in our intention to do it. It is in Mars. It is even in the prototype demo, and of course, it's going to be fully implemented in the full game as well when we finish it. And of course, we were going to try to get it in Moon as well. Ooh, I hear a little cry. Scary. So if you go down, photo mode is in it. Another beautiful shot that we use is the profile pictures, Olivier César. Then go down a little bit more. This is also such a cool shot. The jetpack. So cool.
Yeah.
So cool. Another gorgeous shot of the mysterious beam. It seems odd. What is that beam about?
The beam?
The beam? No. Is Rick the beam here?
No.
The beam. Now the beam actually always being supportive. Works for Pearl Abyss and
Paul always calls him the beam.
The beam. I think that people in his office always, if he's there, the beam
is there. Yeah.
But he has always been a great support, like many other beautiful industry angels. People like Al Hibbert, for example, or Garrett, or Alexis, but also the people from Wired, Leo, Jason, Kevin. You guys have been an amazing support throughout. It's just awesome. It's awesome to have these people on your side, always trying to push for it.
All our former team members.
That is heartbreaking, that story. It is just something.
There's still, I saw so many messages to us already.
Yeah, so when we got the Kickstarter, it's also good for you guys to know we still have a Slack running where in the general chat we have like all our people and everybody kind of like talking and stating what they thought about the Kickstarter. And of course, everybody's following if we actually are successful. So I always say, standing on the shoulders of giants, we made this possible. So even when we did the last part with the 4 of us, of course, we are using kind of the power and the magic that we have created over the last decades together with that team. So thank you. What do you say?
I read, is the beam in a nightclub? Beam me home, Scotty. Sorry, it's just... because I'm connecting it to the guy, and he's such a lovely guy, and he would laugh about
The beam
this.
is not a nightclub. He's a guy.
He's a guy.
He's a guy. Cardigan.
18.
Wait, 98 months. Wait, what the heck? Wait, is this serious?
Cardigan.
98 months?
Yeah. That's crazy.
Whoa, I can't even how does that work?
You weren't even born before that.
If you look at my baby face, that's true. Cardigan, I know you have been complaining because we were constantly streaming every week at 5 o'clock. Now we are doing a later stream and you're here. I'm so happy that you're finally here. We are still doing a stream. What is it? What time is it? Another 2 hours. So I hope you can just sit back, relax, and listen to our rambling about the successful Kickstarter and the past and the future, of course. Cardigan.
I still subbed all the time. That's what he says.
What?
Cardigan, you are amazing. I've never seen that number anywhere.
Not even in other streams?
No, I've never seen it anywhere. But that's amazing.
That is insane.
Yeah.
Definitely. So, Cardigan, thank you. I'm happy that we finally here live and we could do this together.
We can do a little special one on this. Cardigan, for everyone that doesn't know, Cardigan is following us from very early on in the beginning. And I remember 2016, what was it? Gamescom. And I also remember the last Gamescom that we were on the Indie Arena booth.
Yes.
And what was cool about the Indie Arena booth is they have these nice booth places and they always print something nice, like a banner for you or something. But we had a lot of banners ourselves. So what happened is usually we were like, what do we do with this? And it's a pretty nice part. So we thought, what if we would give this to someone that just really would love to have this? And and that banner, we also, I think we even signed it on the spot there. And
there's a video of this.
There's a video, yeah. And Cardigan, I'm not sure, we gave it to Cardigan, I think, because Cardigan brought us food every day. It was amazing. This guy is awesome.
There's candy and sandwiches and cookies and
everything. We were not dying on the spot there, almost. But actually,
Cardigan saved us.
I passed out on one of the stairs there, by the way.
Did you?
Yeah, I did. When walking through like the masses of people, I just passed out, and then 3 seconds later I stood up again. People said like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "Yeah." Then Cardigan came and got me something to drink. But we gifted him the big banner. That he still had to walk through the train station. I remember.
It was insane because it was also not
large.
You couldn't bend it. It was some sort of like plastic.
Oh, or did he put it on top of the car? Cardigan will probably say so how he did that.
Cardigan, tell us how you did this.
How you got it home?
And do you still have it?
He still has it.
Yes?
I think so. Yeah.
That is awesome.
I hope so.
That is some
banner is still hanging on my wall here. I look every time and I wake up and it gets like, that is really, really, really cool, Cardigan.
That is really cool. Thank you. It's that you even got it home.
That is crazy.
Insane because Gamescom in Cologne is pretty far from your house, I believe, right? So, Iron Tech.
Yeah, 4 months.
Thank you. Oh, wait. There's some. Wait, what's that on the screen?
What's that? You will have limited time to
sleep. What is going on? What is this? A hype train.
Hype train.
There's a hype train. There's a.
What is this?
Man,
What?
There's a hype train going on. There's a 62. I see 62% of what?
Of
people, 4 minutes.
People can now sub. I think if you resub or sub, then it's gonna go up.
Oh, okay. Now I get it.
Because it's a hype train. Boom,
it's hype train.
62%. Yeah, what you said, we're getting old.
Man, I'm sorry, guys.
We're twitching from like back when our grandpas were still on a bicycle and now they're in their grave.
The thing is, like, we have been live streaming now weekly because of the Kickstarter show, and we had a little bit of like time in between. So we are learning by the go as well. So okay, let's finish the Kickstarter.
Sorry,
let's finish the Kickstarter. This is, but thank you guys. Okay, we're going down the beautiful picture shot here. Buck VP again with this beautiful shot through the water, which is really cool.
VP.
Buck, it's the Buck VP. Okay, Deliver Us Universe. Let's go down. There's even more text on it.
This is of course both other games.
Both other games, Deliver Us to the Moon,
a lot of nominations, some wins.
Nominations, which is great. Even Elise Chappelle from Deliver Us Mars shared our message yesterday, which is beautiful. Thank you if you're watching. And of course the trailers of Deliver Us to the Moon and of course Deliver Us Mars. And then we go through the rewards. I know Koen was busy with this. Like, you have to understand, all the assets are created by us. We didn't have like a marketing team doing this. So we were here, Last Firefly, thank you. We were here doing everything our own, making the trailer, making the Kickstarter, making the text, building the prototype demo, making sure that would work, and QA testing, but then also doing PR and marketing. So you can imagine, like, we felt completely schizophrenic.
Yeah.
Doing all the jobs again, which is to some extent so overwhelming to do. But then again, when I see kind of the result of this and doing this with you guys and all the nice messages, it's all worth it.
Yeah.
It's all worth it. What? I need to do something.
Do it.
Hype train.
You click on something?
I need to click on something. I need to click to talking. Oh, I need to click. Oh, hello. Oh, okay.
Thank you for the lesson.
That is something.
38%.
I need to go to the showcase again?
Is the percentage going down?
Back to showcase.
The percentage is going down.
Oh, no. Wait.
No,
okay, but it doesn't matter if that percentage goes down.
That has everything to do that we're old and we don't understand what's happening.
Then again, we are still above 100%.
It's level 2.
Level 2.
Oh!
So we're going up. Okay. So I understand the Kickstarter metric. This one is a new one to me. Okay, here we go. So the hype train level 2, 66%.
It seems like that we're doing Kickstarters on a second.
100%.
I would again. We have another crowdfunding campaign done.
We are doing a crowdfunding within a crowdfunding. Okay, this is like a bit new to us. I feel really like an old guy.
It is old.
Okay, this is awesome. We are level 2 complete, and we are also completed, or actually funded, with the Kickstarter. And we are actually getting to the tier. I see a 90% there. I see 110% here. It's holy shit! Like this is getting confusing. Psychics.
100%.
Okay, Claire, what are you doing to me?
100%ing stuff.
We are 100%ing again.
Hi. This is Psykit. You probably are more aware to this, but we are
level 3 complete. So we completed the Kickstarter, and now
how
we
many
level
levels
3.
are there? About to beat your last record.
Holy.
Keep up the support.
Wait,
okay?
what?
We even have
one sub.
That's a trophy.
We got a trophy now. So we get all these alerts. You guys don't see this, I believe. Okay, but I need to switch back, I believe. Thank you. Because Julia is actually helping us behind the scenes here, which is great because she came here to the office.
The cool thing is that this whole messaging system and alert box still runs from a almost 10-year-old setup that we still have in the backbone of this. So it's just awesome that it happens.
And here we go back. And we need to go back to the Kickstarter, I believe.
Deliver us the hype.
No, I can't. I can't. See, I see mistakes. You saw a little mistake.
Go to the stretch goals.
Stretch goals. Okay, let's finish the stretch goals real fast because I wanted to go overdrive. You're pushing it to another 60%.
Overdrive is pushing it to the next level.
We're 1 month. Thank you for that. Okay, fastly, I will do the stretch goals. The stretch goals, of course. Okay, now go up. Okay, just the stretch goals. So the new thing that we unlocked, because we got our original funding completed, which is 100K, the next tier is going to be 125 for the Unreal 5 engine migration, and then 150 for the console ports. At least it gets us going. So guys, that is our thing, and then we even have more of the vision, and we're going to share it, of course. The more kind of we progress with the game, we're going to share that with everybody, not just the Kickstarters, but everybody that follows us as well. Okay, let me see. I think I should go back to talking for a second here. Whoa! Okay, I see 78%, 110%, almost 111% as well for the Kickstarter. So, man, the statistics are going crazy now in the heads.
I feel like that it's, wow. I feel like when we were trying to chat over this whole hype train, this TV show where you're like 10,000, 100,000, 4,000. That's it. That's where we're in right now. I forgot about this.
I see. Look, Mom, no scope. Thank you for joining. We just talked about you and that we were standing on the kind of your shoulders as well, making this happen. So. Thank you. And whoa, Media burn is now. Okay, guys, on which level are we? Are we on limbo already?
It is right now. It seems. What is going? It's.
You are crashing our screens.
The whole screen's crashed.
We have one screen showing your chats. We don't know what's going on.
There's a lot of screens in this room, and one is starting to be
behaving. I do see a lot of emoticons jumping.
It's whited out.
We gotta. Okay, but
level 6 hype train is broken for me. Yeah,
level 6. So we are now in limbo with Leonardo DiCaprio nearing the beach.
I hear him.
How's it sound?
DiCaprio.
Do you hear him talk?
Yes. He still screams from like the Titanic part from below down the sea.
Okay. Is Kate Winslet there as well?
No, because she's still floating. Oh, sorry. So no, she was saved. She's Rose. She drops it in the water at the end.
Yes, the what is it? The necklace.
The necklace.
My God, guys, what are you doing to us?
We broke the hype train.
Wait, what else? We are actually over 111.
Wow. Oh, damn. It's suddenly you look at this hype train that's broken right now.
You broke us there?
Trouw said it's broken. Yeah, it's absolutely broken.
We broke that. Yeah.
111%. 111.
Trouw, nice to see you here as well. Also, I see Navarlon, thank you for joining. It's been a crazy ride. It has been nerve-wracking. Oh my God, guys, is this still going?
Leonard from Poland has been...
Leonardo, is it DiCaprio? DiCaprio, it's a message. it's happening. Wait, are we breaking reality here?
We are. Leonardo from Poland, that's his fake name. He is from Poland originally, but he never told anyone. That's what it is.
My goodness, guys. I don't know what was going on.
Asdern.
But I'm having fun.
He's from deep inside the rabbit hole. Asdern.
Ass? Wait, what?
Oh, sorry.
Say ass? Whoops. We're deep in what? But guys, I'm having fun. I needed... Jesus.
Tom showed up as well in the stream. Tom Lohman. Yeah, he's down on top. He said, "Congrats on the Kickstarter."
Man, what the heck?
Oh my God! I think Cardigan, you are delivering us a really, really funny moment with all these things.
This is insane. Tom actually, he came by the office today, which is very nice. Or Shura. Remco. He will come in the stream. Remco has been a legend. What he did is like Hans Klok has nothing on him.
Hans Klok.
No, that's the guy of magic in the Netherlands with the beautiful hair. But
Performed a lot in Las Vegas.
Yes. And Remco actually does real magic. And there's no lie about that. I still don't know what's going on.
No, the hype train percentage is totally broken.
This doesn't go anymore.
It's completely... Only she can fix it.
Oh, she can fix it.
You need to click... Oh, no.
Oh, no. Do I need to click something? Oh,
General
wait.
Ux. General. It's not General.
General Uxo. Thank you.
Oh, we're now talking to the General.
Wait
a minute.
So we are back. So we are further than Limbo.
Yeah, because General Uxo is now here. Is he as strong as Shao Kahn? That's my question. Shao Kahn.
Can we beat General Uxo?
Can we beat Shao Kahn is damn hard in Mortal Kombat.
My God, we still have to go for more than 2 hours.
Someone says 45%, 54%. So some people see percentages of a hype train.
Okay, so guys, the only thing that I can see now is that we are at 111% on the Kickstarter, which is amazing. The 50. What is it?
Wait, I saw a very funny question. Who are the crazy Dutch names? If we're in here. Can you please pronounce Johan Cruijff and Dirk Kuyt? But the worst one is Schravenhagen.
That's a city.
That's a city in the Netherlands. Definitely try to pronounce that. You can also call it The Hague.
Or Den Haag.
And most people know Den Haag, The Hague, because it used to be, or it is a place where all criminals are being charged internationally. Do you know that? They're all brought to The Hague.
Isn't that...
Yeah, so if you're a really bad boy... You go to The Hague. That's how it goes in the world. So, but then you have...
So what do
I see the hype train.
Wait.
You have received a level 5 hype train emote. Share. Oh.
Share it. Let's share it.
You can still share it.
He's back. General Uxo.
General Uxo.
Okay, Shao Kahn. It's time to battle. No, guys, thank you so much for joining us. Luca, I see you as well. That's very nice.
Oh, you can... Oh.
Wait, this is what they're using. They're using the hype train mode.
Yeah, that's what we won.
We
apparently can win stuff.
Wait, how are we talking?
Twitch is letting us win stuff.
Sick.
Luca and I, is that Luca?
Yes, it's Luca.
Record hype. Hi, Luca.
We never had this weird hype train, and you can't... Maybe you don't see it on screen, but I'm sweaty. It's as sweaty as I was the one day before not hitting the Kickstarter goal yet.
I can't see it, I can definitely smell it.
Oh, I hope it smells nice though. So what I want to do is...
It's going according to the script, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Actually, not really. We're kind of going a bit like rogue here. What I also want to do is for the people, not everybody can afford to kind of like back a Kickstarter like this. And of course, for everybody that does, like we only asked you to do what you can afford. But we also want people to get a chance to dive into the demo as well that can't afford it. So why don't we give away a key? Why should we give away a key to the demo?
I have it right here. Oh, no. That would be really stupid.
Okay, the key is K6C71CC. If you put it in Steam right now, 623QYC.
No, but you want people to win a key, right?
Yes. So how are we gonna do a very, very simple question, just the first one that gets it, or very difficult?
Oh, that's good.
You want a difficult question?
No, the first one... Yeah, the first one is gonna be difficult, and the second one's gonna be easy.
Wait, what did you say? The first is difficult?
Yeah. Can you make a difficult one? Okay, I have a difficult one.
Okay.
And this is something that actually everyone that has taken notice of the last streams, anything about Deliver Us Home right now. But which animal is hidden inside the demo? And that one wins a key.
But wait, which one? Because there's also an animal. Do you mean the animal?
But I think I've messed up already. But I think someone that's...
Okay, wait.
We have to give out 2 keys, Tom. Because people are right 2 times.
Did you mean the me animal?
I meant this one was actually a easy and a hard one. Because the one thing is sure, it is the bear.
Okay, that's the one that you meant. So who won?
I was meaning the frog.
So okay, but then it's real. Wait a second, what's going on here,
sir? Can you explain yourself?
What's going on here? Wait a second. Wait, we are getting infiltrated here.
The first bear one and the first frog one.
What is going on?
So Real Pacha and Airman Protocol both won a key. Because I meant the frog. That was the hard one.
Okay, so who got it?
There's one
Real Pacha, I believe.
Yeah, it's the Airman Protocol and Real Pacha. Both got a key. So if we can note that down somewhere. Yes. Also, there's one.
What is this?
Sir, seriously, there's one issue.
What's going on here?
There's one thing that's not true completely yet with this guy, because if there's one thing for sure is that Yoda always gets naked in her streams. So maybe that one maybe it happens at some point.
Okay, Remco, maybe can you help supply a key to these people?
So yeah, two people, Airman Protocol and Real Pacha.
Okay, I'll do it.
They got a key.
Yeah, I'll send them.
Oh wait, but so we there's a lot of things happening.
I can tell you this: if this is something that Paul and I try to think about, but have you? I think is it?
I think we're freezing, but people can still hear us.
No. What I wanted to say was, have you ever imagined how Yoda looks naked? How he? I mean, we know.
Do we want to? Maybe we should show.
Yeah, we should show it down the line. Maybe he will appear on stream when he likes to be naked.
Okay, so guys, like if you keep watching the stream, there will be a moment, and I'm not sure if this is appropriate. I'm not sure if this is actually allowed on Twitch, but
Yoda has nipples, and that is. Just,
if you want to see that, stick around.
Yoda has nipples.
Stick around for some nipple action.
Yeah.
Okay, so. Actually, what I want to do as well is, I want to play a bit of the demo.
Should we do that already?
Yes.
Is this playable?
I hear some screaming. There's nobody. It's actually okay. It's kids.
It's
so for people who are joining, it's Koen's kids. They're crazy, so it's okay. So let's go because we're gonna play the Deliver Us Home prototype demo. Here we go. Ooh. Okay, guys, we're diving in a little bit because I think it's important for you guys to know a little bit of like what we did and how we did certain things, and we are still keeping track of the Kickstarter down below. So I think it's here. You see it down here because we still have, I believe, an hour or 2 to go, a little bit less, so everybody can still back the game or kind of like push it to make us reach their stretch goals.
After this, we'll probably have a short break.
Okay, let's go. Okay, so the beginning. Of course, you see a pod crashed. What's going on here exactly? Here we go. Eden Enterprise. To get your Astro
That's
tool.
my tag.
Me tag. So here, my kids are loud as well. CSM is saying, QB. Ooh, exciting to see this. Oh, there is a kid joining on the side, just not on screen, but still on a nice chair. How the hell wasn't I already following this? I'm ashamed. Elvis Kremen, don't worry. Like, you have been an incredible help already. Leonardo, what a beautiful transformation. Oh,
2.
I see a little. Oh.
Okay, the little man.
Here I see Psykids here. Boo. Thank you, Claire. Then I see Celestin, the music is already so atmospheric. Yes, Sander, of course, is creating everything again, like you're known from Deliver Us the Moon and Deliver Us Mars.
I can collect stuff. Resources are used for crafting. Some crafted items are necessary to progress.
Oh yes, there you go. It's a bit different from what you know from us in Deliver Us the Moon or Deliver Us Mars. We never did this, and we want to have a little bit more agency, a little bit more exploration. Imagine yourself being in a place, whatever you are, somewhere in the universe. You need to survive. You need to be kind of on your primal instincts to some extent. You see? Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Grabbing
He
a lot of
is
stuff.
the music magician. That's true. And if you want to listen, like everything is already out on everything. So Deliver Us the Moon, Deliver Us Mars, you can listen to Spotify or your favorite streaming service like Apple Music and stuff. But this, what you're hearing now, is already specifically created for Deliver Us Home.
What I also like is that we use a controller, guys. This is not even an original controller. Or is it? It is. Oh no, it is an original controller. But it is. This one is an old controller, and you can feel it.
Yes, so
No, but it's okay.
you can still play it. Real gamers
Absolutely.
can use every controller.
Absolutely.
Sander is busy. Do you hear that? Sander's making some new music.
My God.
Sander is trying some experimental stuff for other levels.
Yeah.
It's happening as we speak. We never stop working, and this is how it sounds.
I have a hunch that my kids are trying to put their stamp on the soundtrack in some way. In the place where Sander makes the music.
All right.
So you can also grab some resources from boxes. I like that it opens up and you just collect it and you can move your way further.
So, then again, guys, this is a prototype demo, and I told you in the last stream as well, for the people that joined at the time, is we made it quite polished. Normally, if you showcase this kind of behind closed doors to potential investors, hey, were you guys making music? Oh, you want? Yeah? Oh, okay. Ace is gone.
Ace is gone.
Ace, I see you want to be in the stream. Do you want a little bit in the stream? No, not yet? Okay, now a little bit scary. A little scary. There's 200,000 people watch. Oh, no? Okay. Now it's a bit scary. It's a bit scary, I understand. Oh. It's always the most little ones, they are not scared at all. If they're kind of growing a little bit older, they get a little bit more scared.
Absolutely.
But then again, normally like the prototype demos like this are more kind of gray boxy state, white boxy state. So you see kind of just some textures. And oh yes, I'm here. Uncle Paul's. Oh, I see some Ace flying here. Okay, I need to play a little game here while we are streaming. This is getting.
Yeah.
Oh.
But the thing is, the
Yeah,
kids
again?
they recognize the beer game. They said the beer.
She likes the beer game.
Yeah.
Whoop-ah. Okay, I'm playing games here.
Oh, that's no.
Oh, there's a kid playing with a mouse and keyboard here.
This
This is crazy. This is getting chaotic. There you go. Yeah. And one more time? No?
Mama, I'm supposed to do.
Yeah.
Okay. Flying Ace here. But then again, of course, it's more in a block out stage. So you see not like trees or kind of textures over it. It's just like block outs, and you make sure that all the technique is working and all the implementation is there. But then again, we are releasing this to you guys as well. So we want to make it like not only a prototype in terms of functionality, but also atmosphere. And that's what you see here, and that's what you can play in, what is it, less than 2 hours. We are gonna be finished, and then probably tomorrow and in the beginning of next week, we are gonna supply the keys for everybody that backed the game.
So,
Oh, I see a little mouse on my hat. See this? There's a mouse.
a mouse.
Yeah, here.
Oh,
See that?
that's because.
Yeah, it's because
the
kid was playing. It's gone. Okay. Thank you, Julia. Julia, just say you can wave here. You need to be in front of us. Wait, more close. In front. Yeah, there you go. That's Julia. Yeah, just her hair.
To the right.
To the right. Yes.
Bye-bye.
Okay. Thank you, Julia. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Okay, so man, this is this is different than I kind of expected to do this gameplay.
I want to have the jetpack.
Okay, so as you can see, Koen opened up a menu where you can craft certain elements. There's like stuff that you need to do to upgrade certain things, or yeah, can I say more?
You want to just take a drink for a second?
I just need a little bit of a breather. You want a little bit?
It's still 100% non-alcoholic, right?
I
100% no alcohol.
I highly doubt it at a certain point.
I don't know what that hype train. The hype train is still whiting out.
There is weird smileys dancing on top of the screen there. But my God, let me see here. Thank you for the love. Random person, thank you for joining. Let me see here. Will the key for those that backed the relevant tiers for Deliver Us the Moon and Mars delivered alongside the demo key?
Figuring it out still, I think, because that's kind of like a mumble jumble through a lot of things.
Oh, yeah.
We need to figure it out, grab the amount of keys, check how much they're there, because that's the thing. We have two different publishers for those, so we need to figure out. But it's gonna be okay.
Yeah, that's true. So you're gonna get the keys.
Yeah.
So don't worry about that. We just are figuring out like how to supply it correctly, that we don't make any mistakes. But I think it's gonna happen fairly fast.
Yeah. Paul, I want to craft. Can I craft something else? I'm gonna go in here.
Leonardo from Poland, I love stream. It's so cute. Thank you. Ooh, wait a second. So we're hitting an outpost here. There's a little place here.
An assembly table.
And then again. Oh, member 0000. It's now part of the colony.
Where?
It was. Wait, what? What am I saying?
23 hours is what you need to go through the demo, says Arrow.
Yes, because did you see Arrow around
23 hours?
Yes.
Imagine what the full game can be then.
That's what I said as well. Can you imagine if you have more of these?
Holy
Then
hell.
you would probably get like 40 to 60 hours in. So Arrow Realm, how much is the counter now? Is it on 23 hours? Or is it already on, did you already peak it? Oh, yep, it's 23 hours. Man, that's insane. That's more than that people played Deliver Us the Moon or Deliver Us Mars with. There are some people that actually play a lot. I think Cardigan actually, maybe you can peak it. I know that you have put a lot of hours in Deliver Us the Moon.
Yeah.
So Cardigan, if you're willing to share, of course, how much hours did you put into Deliver Us the Moon?
I'm gonna grab this hard upper torso because
Here we go.
that
Did you hear that sound?
probably upgrades.
Also, for a lot of VPs that they don't know this, like if you have this upper torso, you get like a little bit more of a different aesthetic to the astronauts. So some people, they make all the shots just in like beautiful locations, but then again, if you want a little bit of a more thicker chest, go into Outpost, collect your hardened torso, and then you can actually make a little bit of a different appearance.
I'm grabbing a lot of stuff.
Wait, 108 hours in Deliver Us the Moon, Cardigan. Holy moly!
You're starting to look like me because I think with Mars I have 806 hours, but that's because I just had to play the game all the time. So
Oh, look at that here.
but
Leonard,
that
20,
that's more than me on Moon, I think.
20 in Deliver Us the Moon and 10 in Deliver Us Mars. Wow,
Wow.
that's insane. CHM Interactive got 41 hours in Deliver Us the Moon. Holy moly.
Wow,
Lilu.
that's
Hey,
awesome.
Lilu, I think I saw a live stream of you, right? I think I saw something. 19 hours, damn. 18.8 in Deliver Us Mars. Wow, that's so cool. I've played multiple times and tried to find every Easter egg in the game. Cardigan, did you find everything? Did you find the balloon? Yeah, it must be. Must be.
Oh, you mean in Moon?
In Moon.
Oh yeah.
Moon balloon.
You mean that balloon, the red one?
Yes.
Yeah.
This is an Easter egg by Remco.
Yeah.
30 in Deliver Us Mars. 61 hours in Deliver Us Mars. And I'm still playing. Wait, but did you finish it, Cardigan? You can't. You're still. What do you mean by still playing? Do you mean that you're still trying to finish it?
Yeah, so he's not finishing it.
No.
Or 61 hours. Wow. I mean, I'm playing a lot of finals with Paul as well, and it's not even beating that record.
I see. Arrow Realm. I found everything in Deliver Us Home. How sure?
General Uxo is a general.
Yeah?
43 hours on Mars.
20 hours on Moon.
On Moon.
Wow, guys, these are some serious times.
I love that. It's actually how I also play my games, especially narrative games.
Taking it easy. I'm still in my first run.
Some people say, for example, with Alan
Wow.
Wake 2, they said like, yeah, I finished it in 15 hours. I was at 25 hours and was like, shit, is this really gonna end? Because I'm still doing it, but that's maybe the type of player. You are a faster player than
I'm
me.
a bit faster player, but it depends like how much I like the game. If I really like it, like I get a little bit more searchy. I want to kind of like collect. I like all this like collectibles and stuff, and especially if it can upgrade things. So that's
Yeah.
also why we love to put it in this game. Also, if it has utility. So if it's just some sort of like nothingness, then it's okay as well. But I like if it actually offers you a bit of a advantage. So that's also why we are doing it in Deliver Us Home. Ooh, the Easter egg in Deliver Us Home on the toilet is awesome. You mean one of our good friends is on there? In the toilet in Deliver Us.
That's true.
Deliver Us the
Oh,
Moon.
I love the Auroras are there.
Yes. So also for the people that play it and they say, hey, we get like a little bit of a different like skybox. There's a cycle in there. There's a weather cycle going on. So what you can also expect is the dynamic of the world is going to change a little bit more in the full game. And of course with the prototype, we're already showcasing a little bit of that. Showcasing some puzzling action, some crafting, but then also a bit of the environment changing. Maybe you have to revisit it a few times. Maybe to reach certain areas that you couldn't before with certain utilities.
I'm gonna get me the...
Yeah, okay. So I told to the stream before as well, we got this beautiful area here, which is more of a state that normally a prototype kind of would consist of. Like you see more of a block out, you see the texture is missing kind of from the blocks. And we deliberately left it in like this, also to showcase like, hey, it's like we're showcasing certain elements of a prototype, how it worked. There's a little bit of a different climbing system in there, a little bit more conventional, still work in progress, so, but it works a bit different. So not too much with the pickaxes at the point. Oi!
Sorry,
Ooh.
I fall.
Or you could also solve this differently with, for example, your jetpack.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's do it.
Here, let me see. I haven't done Deliver Us Mars yet, and I can't wait to discover it. Lilu, we would love to see you play. I see some. I'm still collecting the trading cards on Steam, and I'm level 2 on Deliver Us the Moon. Oh, that's nice. I love the faked moon landing on the moon and the rubber duck. Rubber duck is great, and we, of course, the fake moon landing is because there was a lot of speculation about Stanley Kubrick, of course, faking the moon landing, and we thought it was such a funny idea.
Yeah, if you have a green screen setup of on the moon, and to like kind of like prove yes, it's fake.
It's
on
fake.
The moon.
He was so such a
Faked
good
it on the moon.
faked it on the moon. Therefore, it was a fake moon landing on the moon.
Absolutely, that's just funny. Here we go. I just want to move because we were talking about playing times, and I'm gonna take my time. But I want to just showcase that Easter egg for a second, or shouldn't I?
Yes, because we were talking about animals, and I'm not sure if the keys are already supplied. Let us know if you already got it, because I think Remco dove on it and it kind of supplied you with keys.
Well, for the ones that won, you mean?
Exactly, for the ones that won. And I see Sander making music again. Or here, I mean. Let me see. Is there anything else I wanted to state here? 8:30. So that means that we are 1.5 hours away from completing our Kickstarter. And we are still at... Oh, we actually went up a little bit. So we are 111, 430 bucks in.
That's very cool.
Thank you guys. Like, it has been a crazy ride, nerve-wracking. If I'm really honest, we worked our hardest. We worked to try to kind of talk to every one of you, even if we were on Twitter or X, I have to say now, on Kickstarter itself, on the updates. Hey, where's Yoda going? Where is Yoda going? Okay, Yoda has been stolen.
He has to figure that one out. I hope he keeps his clothes.
I don't know, he has a mind of his own. So we'll have to see if he keeps his clothes on. Still curious if he's gonna
I think I'm going into the correct way.
appear without
Is
a
it-
pants.
It's there.
Oh, you're looking for... No.
It's not here?
No, it's further.
It's already. Oh, it's one
It's,
further.
it's deep. It's deep in the forest. And I explained this Easter egg as well. This was just a small joke that we put into this just because we had so much fun ourselves with it. And we were gonna see it in a little bit. And as you can imagine, the world is a little bit more open, so we want you to explore a bit more. And of course, this specific space is still quite empty, but you can expect in a full game that there's always going to be a bit more of a reward to you trying to discover certain corners of the game. For now, there's just a small Easter egg, but it provokes you to know what we can do with a place like this. Let me see. More to the left, Arrow Realm has played it so much, so he can help. They're just acting like they don't know. Maybe, Remco, maybe. I know. Sorry. One of the kids, they wanted to be on camera, but not really. And now they want it, not really. And then Yoda got stolen again. That's what happens. Nothing is wrong with snowflakes. I still have one in front of my name. Yes, you do, Hardigan. I see.
Too much non-alcoholic beverages.
I'd also like to thank you for the translations and audio in your games. It's important to say so. Yes, of course, we are trying to do all the translations. I believe you're French, right? Am I correct? And this is also, of course, something that we will do as well if resources allow us to. So, of course, we make the base game first, and we make our base game always in English. But yes, of course, we wanted to get it to as many people as possible, for as many people to understand kind of our narrative. So everything that we can do to translate it on the VO part, but also on the text base, is something that we always portray. Oh, we got a little kid here. Hey.
For some reason, I lost it, Paul.
No, oh, you're still searching for it. Okay.
Yes. I lost it.
Yeah.
It's somewhere
Boom.
here.
No. Okay, wait. You need to turn around. Okay, so you go. Oh.
No, pas op.
Oh, yeah, there's the mouse.
Niet bij de muis.
Niet bij de mouse. Oh.
Je moet niet bij die muis
Okay,
zitten,
yes. There's a little pond.
Pond?
No, how do you call that? Like a little watery, how do you call it? Like a puddle. No, it's not here. And there's a branch. Wait, yeah.
I was looking for the branch, but for some reason I got lost.
Yeah, but it's tiny. It's super tiny. Wait. No, it's not here. Where's the puddle? Wait, I'm looking at the wrong screen as well. Like, this is latency. Am I not lost as well?
I think we're lost. Okay.
Arrow. You need to help us. Where is our beloved? Wait, are you in the right corner of the?
Or is it further back?
It is in the back.
This is the backpack.
Yeah, okay, but there.
There, maybe.
I need to find that little puddle.
I think I went.
Citizen of the Verse, thank you for joining. Your photos were amazing. Yes, I think we're getting close now. Yeah. Here, my little puddle. Here we go. Ooh, yes. Yeah. We got it. Exactly.
What is this?
Can we? Oh. So again, I can tell the story again. It was this little video of this guy in the jungle, and he picked up this frog, and it was like screaming, me, like a weird, like high pitched sound. And then he's saying something like, "Hey, can you be quiet for a second? Can't you see that you already have been captured?" And then there's this moment of silence, and then the frog is bending kind of in a sort of shape-shifting way.
That's the sound.
That is the sound.
And it's just, again, non-alcoholic.
Non-alcoholic, but it is. The weird part is like it was so good that I thought like, whoa, these frogs are making that beautiful sounds.
Yeah.
But it was fake.
It was a fake.
It was fake.
Sad.
So the frog never made a sound. It did make a sound before, like the little like screams
So,
before.
because this is a realistic game, it doesn't make a sound.
Not yet, but actually there was. Can you collect it? Because there was a. No, I think there is. We even had
but there.
a description that it said, "Is this a frog? It seems to make a weird sound."
Really?
I think we got it out of there.
I'm not sure because it did had.
Did we have an entry?
Had it an entry?
I don't know.
Oh wait, I'm watching it wrong.
So this is just a little joke, and especially we were working a bit late on this one, and Remco and we had so much fun. And Remco said, "No, I can't leave this. The frog is in. He is in. He's part of the game now." So that's the story about little froggy making the beautiful sound.
Maybe before we progress to do a second part to the game, Sander plays and we take a quick break.
Yes, maybe we can switch to Sander and Remco.
Sure. They
Yes,
can play. They can move on.
Yes.
Should I help them get it back a little bit?
Yes. So we walk a little bit back, then we go to a quick 2-minute break. If that's okay with you guys, because we are here till probably 10:15, 10:30, because we want to kind of close this Kickstarter together with you guys, because we still have 1.5 hours to go, and we just wanted to. And it still goes up.
That's amazing.
And guys, even for people that are late backers at this point, every bit helps. So everything that's put into it, we're gonna invest it all into the game, everything to make the game better, to make the experience as good as we can make it be, to make sure that we hit the ports for consoles, to make sure to localize it, of course, but we need to secure those funds. So every bit helps, and it's really appreciated. We are gonna walk back for a little bit, so then we can continue a bit more into the scary forest. It's a little bit more of a dense forest at that point. There's also something on the water. There's something to drive. There's a little bit of an outpost or like an outskirt area. Woo! And some kids are even getting so excited. The kids are screaming here. Yeah.
I'm gonna stand in front of the building there, so then they can take it off.
Let me see it. Yes, because we still need to go into the radio tower building. Can't wait to see how it grows. Hoping we push it to Unreal 5 engine. Then console ports will be huge.
I'm gonna collect some stones for Remco because he likes it.
He likes the stones. Citizen of the Verse, we are always pushing everything. So we are always trying to over-deliver on what we do. So we did it before with Deliver Us the Moon, where we kind of did a Kickstarter as well, and we actually did way more than we kind of set to aim out for. And we are gonna do the same here for Deliver Us Home. It needs some patience at certain points. Okay, we go to a quick break, and then I think we are switching to Remco and Sander. See you back soon.
Hello. Hello, folks.
Yo.
Welcome back. Koen and Paul are taking a break after 2 hours of streaming. These guys talk a lot. They do that all day. It's their job. But now it is time for us to take over this last hour. So let's just welcome folks first. I see a lot of familiar names. I see Last Firefly in the chat. I see Cardigan, Braindead Collie, CHM Interactive, Trui. I'm seeing a lot of familiar names. That's really cool. Thank you so much for being here, everybody. And thank you so much for your unwavering support during our Kickstarter campaign.
Yeah, it's much appreciated.
Yeah.
It's crazy to see like how many people joined in and backed the game. So it's
Yeah, when we started this campaign, I think we made our initial plans for this campaign about 2 months ago. We had just broken the news that unfortunately we needed to stop because we had reached the bottom of our treasure chest, and it was time to split ways. But then the morning after, I remember coming in thinking, okay, let's collect my stuff, and Koen said, you know what? I think there might be one more chance. And I remember thinking, okay, here we go. The roller coaster is on again. And from that moment on, we've just been planning this Kickstarter and creating this demo real quick. I don't think we've ever created a demo this quick before.
no, I mean, yeah, I don't know how the first demo was for Mars, how fast we did that, but I don't think it was this fast.
You mean the very first demo for
Yeah.
Mars? The one that the world has never seen?
Yeah,
Ah.
that's the real big secret.
Yeah. That is a big secret. That's actually kind of funny because
I want to see if we still have it. I think that would be awesome to stream.
that would be awesome. Because we tried quite some things in there that did not
Yeah.
really make it in the actual final
And
game.
that's a shame because actually some of them ended up in the new home demo.
That's true. Yeah. Which elements did we introduce years ago in our Deliver Us Mars demo that now made a return?
Yeah, so the first thing will be resource collecting
Yeah.
and crafting. Let me think.
We had a bit of upgrading in there, if I recall correctly.
Yeah.
Tiny little bit, but we even experimented with base building. We had some RTS elements in there even,
Well,
or so we tried.
we tried,
We tried.
but I don't think we actually managed to get them in there. Yeah. I remember there's also an empty dish that you have to align.
So just for context, this was right after Deliver Us the Moon. We had shipped that game, and we were ready to start and gear up for Deliver Us Mars, what was going to be our next game. But in order to, make a proof of concept, we thought, okay, let's go and create a demo. And that demo, I think it took us like 5 or 6 months even. It took us a really long time. And we needed that time to just, reflect on Deliver Us the Moon, think about what we did, what we wanted to achieve, and what new things we wanted to try out in the second game in the series. So we thought, oh, there's a Paul. So we thought, okay, let's try some new stuff, see what sticks, see what doesn't. And, and some things did not quite stick, but we did do a very cool experiment, I remember, with holograms.
True. You mean in the Mars demo?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we tried out these hybrid holograms, I believe.
Finiards, another familiar name, an emperor penguin for
Finiards.
1 month. Hello, Finny.
Whoa.
We were actually looking for some of your work earlier today.
Yeah.
We've been browsing through years and years and years of Slack archives, and alongside a number of truly horrifying animation bloopers, we also stumbled upon some old fan work. I believe you
not even only original fan work, but also like kit bashed, photoshops, and some other strange things in there.
Kom je erbij?
We have a visitor.
We got a special guest here. Can you say hi to the people? Hi. Yeah. Yeah. Finny Arts, an emperor penguin for 1 month. And here's Yara, yet again, gracing us with her presence. Hm? Ja. Wat heb je daar? Elastiekje?
Ja, dat is Olaf.
Oh, goed,
Oh,
Olaf.
okay.
Ja, dat is wel mooi gedaan.
Dat is heel mooi.
Uh-oh. I think the alert got stuck.
The alert got stuck.
Or
Okay.
is it supposed to be there for like a minute?
We'll see. Yeah. Anyway, so the holograms that we
Yeah.
tried out, what did we do with the holograms?
So we tried to experiment with the holograms, making them more interwoven with the environment.
Yes.
So the thing is that we kind of had a feeling that we were taking away some control with the original Delivers the Moon holograms, where there's just a cutscene starting, you have to watch it. Although there was a button where you could like flip it into the third person mode, so you could still walk around, but you would only be limited to the area where the hologram was playing. And in the demo, the hybrid holograms were supposed to be doing that initially and not interrupt the player from his like he wouldn't lose the agency.
Right, so as a player you would be able to walk through the hologram scene and look at everything from every angle
Yeah.
to see what was going on. And we even hid some clues in there as in...
Yeah, so the holograms would then also be able to guide the player a little bit.
Yeah. So why did we choose to not pursue that?
I think one of the most important reasons was the importance of a lot of holograms. So we wanted to make sure that players would see what they had to see
Right.
to understand the story. And I feel like we didn't really get them up to the point where we were happy with them. So GHM
Hey,
Interactive.
CSM Interactive.
Nice.
Thank you so much,
Awesome.
man. Thank you.
Another familiar face. Welcome back.
Welcome back.
So yeah, the hybrid holograms, we didn't really get them to the point where we were like, damn, this is really interesting. This can work.
Yeah.
So I think that was one of the biggest issues we had with it, and that we wanted to make sure that the people actually saw the holograms,
Right.
because it was so easy to just walk away or not look in the direction of the actors that were actually important for what the holograms tries to show you.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So yeah,
Plus, they were very complicated to. They were very complicated to set up, if I remember correctly, because we wanted to make sure that the holograms also had something to say about the environment, and they would lead you to clues that would bring you further into the progression of the level. That was just really complicated to figure out, both narratively and in terms of gameplay. So in the end, I think it was a practical reason for us to think like, maybe we should try the old way, because there were so many different things that we wanted to try out in March. So
Yeah.
you got to pick your battles, right? And that's
and also
Yeah.
what Psychic says is really good, because we're actually looking into having more controls to be able to maybe scroll back, scroll forward, and like have this control over the holograms, so you can actually move them around a bit, see what happens when, and like where all the actors are at what moment. Cyberpunk did that. They smashed it. Like they made such an awesome menu, interwoven with different tracking options. Like you can do the visual way, the audiographical way, like. What was it? Like the visuals, the sound, maybe something with tremors, and like maybe electricity or something. I'm not really sure. Like, yeah, that was at least really cool. But for us, it was just not feasible at the moment.
Absolutely, yeah. There was a lot of stuff that we wanted to try out, wanted to reach, and you gotta pick your battles. So will you die on the hill that is interactable holograms, or Do you choose to pursue something else? And we chose to pursue something else. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Number of different things. Yeah. Yeah.
Definitely.
But the demo was the Mars demo. Like we said before, I don't think anyone has ever seen that. But some elements did actually indeed make a return in the current demo.
Yeah.
Most notably, perhaps the cuttable rocks.
Yeah, that's it's really funny that actually. I mean, of course, it was a little funny thing I wanted to put in. I didn't really realize that it was also in the Mars demo.
Yeah.
But it's not in there. Like it's not very nice, but.
It's a start. It's a start. Like in many things, it is a prototype demo.
Yeah, and I don't think that, like it's gonna be a big feature. Like this was just like a little inside joke-ish.
Yeah.
I was like, it could be a little bit nicer to have them like those big chunky things. Like if you just pick it up, it doesn't really feel
It's
that
weird. Yeah. Very true.
Mm-hmm.
Very true. I'm seeing some more familiar names. Arrow's Realm, I didn't welcome you yet. Thanks for being here with us, and thanks for your incredible support over the past 30 days. You have been an extremely persistent and dedicated supporter, so thank you so much. We really appreciate it. It's really cool to see your streams, really cool to see everything you've been sharing. You found some bugs. You found a very cool one, the one with the rover, remember? Where you made it so that you needed to enter the rover from the back.
Mm-hmm.
And then Arrow's Realm did a stream where he, having played the first games, of course thought you can just enter the car from anywhere. So if I remember correctly, he crouched in between the two front wheels, snuck up right underneath the driver's chair, looked up, and there was just this tiny little bit of the interaction box that was still, I guess, sticking through the car, and he found it. That was crazy.
That is crazy.
That was fantasy because that also effectively bypassed a large part, a significant part of what you needed to do in the level, right?
Yeah. So like it really messed up the sequence of the objectives.
Yeah.
So because you had to like power the Explorer first. However, like a lot of things, like we didn't make everything foolproof. So for example, the trigger for for driving the rover wasn't disabled because it was empowered.
Right. Yeah.
So actually, the rover was still empowered, but you could still get in and drive it.
Right. Oh, because the unpowered, the Boolean controlled the doors, but not the car itself.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's funny how chaining all these things together. You need to do it, but then we got to be so aware of all the different things that can happen that we do not expect up front.
Yeah. That's true.
And you know that like no other. I have only been superficially involved with such matters just because of the nature of my work. But you, I know that you need to. Yeah, you need to have like this almost cosmic consciousness about all the different things, all the different scenarios that could happen. And how do you wrap your head around that? Because I don't know.
Well, I mean, like I'm not foolproof either. So I make these mistakes very often as well. And like QA or people who help play the game, they find these issues. So it's not like that I'm like entirely wrapping everything around my head. But yeah, it's just that I think there's like this card house in my head that's being slowly like stacked up card by card by card by card. And at some point, like I got it all like loaded in my RAM.
Yeah.
And then RAM goes RAM.
RAM goes RAM.
Yeah. And then someone walks in, and then like the whole card, the card house collapses.
Yeah. Yeah.
But no. Usually, like it takes like a lot of concentration and like just making sure that you're. It also helps if you write everything yourself. Like if other people make stuff, then you have to like go through, learn their things, what they made, what loops they connected it with. Like, you have to walk all the paths,
Yeah.
and then hope that they just stick in your head, and then at some point you get a whole grip of the whole thing,
Yeah.
and then you can like maneuver through it.
And it makes it all the more important that everybody, comments their code correctly,
Yeah.
make sure it isn't a huge mess of spaghetti.
Yeah, because that makes navigation easier.
Yeah. Indeed.
Requires less RAM.
Less RAM, yeah. And it's very true what you say about focus. It's very easy to, I need to say it's very difficult to keep juggling all these balls in your mind. And then someone comes up. I do this very often. I run over to Remco's place whenever I need help, and it happened on a regular basis that I would blow over the house of cards that Remco was building up in his mind. So for all the
That doesn't happen that easily though. I usually make it sound worse than it actually is. Like it takes a little bit for it actually to leave my focus, but so I don't feel bad.
Let's see, who else is here? Leon, player, YT. Hi guys, I recently bought every Deliverus and I love the first one. Now I'm finishing Deliverus Mars and I love the story. I hope that Deliverus Home will be the same. Leon, thank you so much. This has been a journey of about 8 years? Over 8 years now. We got 2 games out, we're working on the 3rd game now. Got the Kickstarter done, and that's a huge relief. It enables us to keep this journey going at a time when we thought that it was all over. So even though we need to build things up, stone by stone, brick by brick, yet again, it does give a lot of fresh perspective and an opportunity for us to reignite this journey that we set on so many years ago, starting with Deliver Us the Moon. Although, of course, you have been involved with a number of games and prototypes way before then.
That's true. I mean, there haven't been that many though.
I'm just exaggerating because in my mind, I kind of entered in the period that Deliver Us the Moon was starting up, and I remember coming in and there was like, oh, you guys are working on this prototype and there's this thing going on there.
Yeah.
And now I can name maybe 2, maybe 3 examples, and maybe that was it. But to me, it was like, whoa, these guys are doing so many things, so many cool things.
Yeah, there have been a couple of graduation projects.
Oh yeah.
So they were not actually prototypes for real games that we wanted to make, but they were more like, let's see if there's something interesting in there. Like they had the potential.
Right.
They weren't necessarily the focus. Like they were not.
Yeah, that's fair.
Actually, the one that I worked on at first, actually, I think also was. No, never mind. We did want to go with that one.
That's fair. Yeah. Let's see. I'm seeing a question by General UXO or UXO or UXO. Will Home continue the Johansson story, or is this an entirely new story altogether? So we're always mindful of a peculiar dilemma, which is that we need to create a standalone game, which players can pick up without having to have played the first 2 games, because you don't want to put that pressure on players to do. At the same time, you also want to make sure that players who have played the previous 2 games have plenty of interesting story elements to latch onto and enough elements to feel like, oh yeah, this is where the franchise was going. This is what the franchise stood for, what the series was like. So we want to make sure that the 3rd game, of course, honors that, but also is accessible for new players. Now with this game, your question is it or this or this? I want to say it's a bit of both. So we are focusing a little bit further on in the future. We're now going forward to the 23rd century, to a time when Earth has become uninhabitable. And of course, in the first two games, we've already touched on that subject, but that was still like the current century. Things were bad, but salvageable. And we're now fast forwarding to a time where humanity failed in that regard, and we need to find a new place for us. And that opens up a whole wide range of new, interesting story elements and opportunities for us to explore. But having said that, we are very mindful of the characters we've established, the family, the storylines we've pursued and explored, and rest assured that we are wrapping that up neatly in the third game. Absolutely.
Yeah, and what I also think is important to add is that in the first game, the Johansson story on its own was pretty, really passively active there. Like, of course, you have Isaac and Claire, but they were just one of the many actors in the story.
Yeah.
And also, maybe I guess a couple of the main actors. But their involvement wasn't as big as in Mars. And I think for the third story, I don't think there's any way they will not have any legacy. Like they're definitely part of the universe. They're definitely part of the story in some way. But yeah, I think it will be really interesting, just like you said, that each of them has their own standalone story.
Yeah.
All set in the same universe. The first was Rolf's. The second
Rolf's,
was Kathy's. And the third one is going to be a new mystery.
Someone else's, yeah. I don't think we've ever said this out loud, said it explicitly, but back when we were really starting to get Deliver Us Mars going, this was also a time when The Last of Us 2 came out, which has been a huge inspiration for us. And remember, one of the things that struck me is that when you play the second game, you play someone that is affected directly by the events that happened in the first game.
Yeah.
Because Abby, one of the playable characters in The Last of Us 2, is actually the daughter of one of the doctors that in the first game, spoiler alert, but the game has been out for 10 years, so I think we're cool.
Of course.
Is one of the doctors that you shoot because he is about to operate on Ellie, and Joel doesn't want that. And I found that such a powerful move that when they went on to create Part 2, The Last of Us Part 2, they decided to say, okay, let's not just stick to our existing main character. Let's introduce a new character that has very directly been affected by the events that happened in the first part without having actually been present there. Mm-hmm. And we kind of did the same thing with Kathy. I'm not sure if that was a very conscious decision, but maybe subconsciously we had somehow been influenced or inspired. But Kathy was also a pretty invisible character in Deliver Us the Moon. Yeah. She was a character that you learned through not in holograms, not in voice logs. Maybe a little bit of a voice log, the one with Isaac where he says goodbye to Claire. But I think all the things you see of Kathy in the first game is her drawings and a couple of scannables that teach you more about the conditions on the moon and what it does to the human body.
True.
So when we moved on to the second game, it felt like a very cool move to go like, okay, now let's follow the perspective of someone who has been influenced or affected by the events of the first game, but who you have not actually met in the first game. And who knows, we might just pull something similar for the third game. Although, of course, we are going a little bit further towards the future. Yeah.
Let's see. General Uxo, it'll be interesting to find out what happened after Mars. Yeah, for sure. We ended Delivers Mars on a pretty big cliffhanger, deliberately so, to set us up for some cool stuff after the game, after Mars took place. A lot of stuff will have gone down by the time that Deliver Us Home starts within like the timeline of the entire series. And this can lead to a lot of confusion to both players and ourselves as developers. I remember we, just for the first game, where the timeline is deceptively simple, we needed to keep track of a very elaborate timeline to make sure that every date, every timestamp in every readable, every chat was accurate, in order to make sure that MacArthur did not actually do this thing before he was actually able to do that. But now we need to stretch things out over a longer timeline. Now we're talking about not minutes and hours, but decades and centuries even, which is fun. So yeah, I think it is time for us to continue playing the game a little bit.
Definitely.
Let's see where Kunapal left off. Let's see. Could you move us to the gaming scene? There we go. This looks great. Oh, here we go. So they left us off at the radio tower. Okay, that's good. It's nighttime. What did we get already? Okay. Oh, it's the wrong one. Here we go. So we got our jetpack. We got our broken thrusters. I see we got a lot of stuff still to collect. So let's
Yeah, so they haven't been in there yet.
doesn't look like it. Let's find out.
Collect all the things.
Collect all the things.
Oh no.
This. Assortment of instruments typically used to measure the presence of chemicals. There we go.
Yeah, one of the things I really like is that you just immediately can read the red of the collectibles.
Yeah.
You don't like you don't really have to open the US tool.
Yeah.
Like of course in the end, eventually we will make a more elaborate entry. Oh, that was nice.
There's an answer to here. So we're here
Never found it.
in the mid 40s of the 23rd century. And someone is saying that preliminary analysis of atmospheric and chemical compositions return favorable results. Did we hit the jackpot here? It's exhilarating to think that in a sea of stars, this is the one planet uniquely suitable for sustaining human life. We send the signal back to Eden, and we wait. There we go. So here you are, crash landed on a potentially Goldilocks planet. What is a Goldilocks planet?
Well, I actually never heard the term myself before. But it is a potential inhabitable body. How do you say that?
Planet?
Yeah, planet. Like
Celestial body.
celestial body. Yes. Yeah. So basically, like a new Earth.
Yeah. I think the term is derived from a fairy tale, or just a tale of a persona named Goldilocks, who was very, very particular about her flavors or tastes. And she wanted a very particular kind of porridge, and she would not settle for anything else. And the term Goldilocks planet is derived from that in the sense that life has a very
Right.
peculiar set of conditions under which it will
rise up and come to be, or at least life as we know it, like bioorganic life,
Carbon-based life. Yeah.
carbon-based. Yeah, thank you, carbon-based life. And so here on Earth, Earth is a Goldilocks planet because the conditions are just right for us here. Although sometimes Earth is just trying to really mess us up, as it has done over the past millions and millions of years. We've had a series of mass extinctions. Luckily, we have not seen one yet ourselves, but there's this really cool series on Netflix. I think it's called Story of Our World, Story of Earth, Life in Our Planet, maybe? I think that's it, Life in Our Planet. And it just tracks the history of our planet down to, millions and millions and hundreds of millions of years in the past. And you get to see all these, the rise and fall of so many different forms of life that have risen up and ruled the Earth for millions of years before just being wiped out by either an ice age or something happened to the atmosphere and we all suffocated. Sucks.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Actually, what really is interesting is that the death of the dinosaurs wasn't the asteroid. Because the dinosaurs, yeah, that was because the dinosaurs were already dying and going extinct.
So the asteroid just pushed them over the edge.
The asteroid, it was just like the final death blow of like killing them off.
Right.
Like, that was the finishing blow.
Right. What was killing them before that?
So there was a really big rise of CO2, and also the Earth crust. Like there was a lot of geological activation going on. So they were already getting burned out. Like the temperatures were rising all over the planet.
Right. Yeah.
The plants didn't get much. How to say that? Get much of the light they needed to keep growing.
To photosynthesize.
Yeah, photosynthesize. Yeah, that was it. And the oxygen the oxygen percentage in the air was also getting very low.
Right.
So they were just like choking, not getting their food, and the heat was killing them, and like the explosions from volcanoes, eruptions. I mean, all those things were already causing mass extinction all over the planet.
Right. Yeah.
And then finally the asteroid came, and it was like,
Yeah.
now it's completely over.
What do you do, man? I mean, you're suffocating. You're out of food. You don't get a lot of sunlight, and then an asteroid hits.
Yep.
I would give up. Like, okay, that's it then. Or although you know, maybe we wouldn't. Maybe the human spirit would try to persevere anyway. But then maybe so did the dinosaurs. Actually, dinosaurs did not all go extinct. We still get some descendants.
Yeah.
From
true.
our dinosaur.
And do you know
predecessors.
why that is true? That is because a lot of birds were able to fly high enough to the places where there are oxygen. Where there was oxygen. There was enough oxygen.
How does that work? I thought that the higher you go, the less oxygen there is. Because the atmosphere gets thinner and thinner.
That is true. Yeah, that's a good question actually. From what I understood, is what like the lower areas, they were too hot.
Maybe that's where the fumes were and where the gaseous
I think they were.
nastiness was happening.
I think that it also has maybe maybe the different stratospheres and everything have an effect on that.
Oh, like different layers of our atmosphere.
That they keep it like constrained.
Maybe. Well, Jed, if you know the reason why birds manage to survive, let us know, because we do not have the facts straight. But that is interesting to know. Well, here we go. Let's collect some more stuff.
Are you a big fan of collecting things in games? Are you a hoarder?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I'm very perfectionistic with those things.
Right.
Or like, how do you say that? Like you want to clear out every corner.
Oh, right. Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, it goes really fast. Like I have.
They do.
that-
We this is it's a very delicate trigger that we have here, because it's supposed to stay on the screen. The text, the pop-up stays on the screen for as long as you remain sort of focused on the object that you have just scanned.
Mhm.
But if we set the parameters just a little too tightly, you can look away just a little bit and it's gone already.
Oh.
So I think it's
It's trigger based.
yeah, it's trigger based.
That's horrible.
Copper tubing. We
What
got
else?
ourselves some copper tubing.
Bad programming.
This. Here we go.
I'm so happy that I fixed that bug.
Which one? We
The
fixed
one-
a lot of bugs.
Yeah, so like the one where you would not be triggering the cuttable range.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Very true.
That has been the bane of my existence.
Very true. We have had a lot of bangs in our existences, but this was a very, very nasty one. This one has been haunting you for a long time, huh?
Yeah. I mean, it's still unfixed in Mars. That's how bad it is. It's still a bug in Mars. People who play the game, I'm pretty sure you know it.
Can you elaborate what the bug exactly is?
The bug is that even though you're standing near a cuttable, you cannot cut it. You have to run away for miles and then come back, then you can cut it.
And what was the cause? I remember you looking into it.
I fixed a lot of things in the C++ code. There was a whole chain of events going wrong. I can't remember all of it.
Yeah.
My RAM has already been cleared.
Yeah. We collected the copper tubing and we got a lot of our additional parts. So I think we can go ahead and
Let's fix that.
Start.
Pretty.
let's do it. Also, I see some interesting speculation about the name of this planet by Arrow's Realm. Found out that Calio is also apparently a trademark product. Look at that. An ideal microenvironment for new boards thanks to its advanced temperature control settings. Well, look at that. We certainly did not use or choose this name based on a trademark product, obviously. We may need to
Or did we?
revisit that.
Or did we?
Or did we? Did we create that product ourselves?
Maybe this planet is a product.
Maybe the planet is a product.
Their radio is fixed.
There we go. Radio's fixed. Makes sense of whatever's being
Done.
transmitted off the radio. Let's see. Last time we did this on stream, we ourselves could not actually hear the audio.
That's true.
So we needed to rely on the chat in order to figure this one out. And
Yeah.
even though,
I do have a notebook here,
okay, great, nice.
but I don't have a pen. Or we can just.
So how are we gonna do this?
Load it in my RAM.
Load it in your RAM. Okay, okay. So we got. Yeah, we got a couple frequencies that we need to check. That's the first one. I think that's four beeps and a dash, right? Chat, is that right? Leonard of Romperland says 3 dots, 1 dashes. But you need
No,
5 characters.
You need 5.
We need 5.
Beep 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 beep. Beep 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 beep. Beep 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 beep. Yeah, the last one is the.
Dash. Okay, yeah, so it's 4 dots, 1 dash. 4 dots, 1 dash. What is 4 dots, 1 dash? Check.
Oh, did we collect it?
I hope so. We did. 4 dots, 1 dash.
4.
So that's a 4. Okay, that's great. What I like so much about this mechanic is that every time you start the level again, the code is randomized.
So no matter who is playing or when you are playing, you will never have the, well, theoretically and statistically, you could get the same code as someone else, obviously.
But the chances 1 in 10,000.
Yeah, chances are very, very, very slim. Yeah. Let's see. Let's move on to the second one. I think that's 2 dots and 3 dashes.
3 dashes. Yes, so that's 2.
It's a very musical language. It's a 2? Yeah, remember the code. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, of course. Nice. Okay, so it's 4 and it's 2. Yeah, Chet agrees. Would 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 be an option?
Yeah.
No, because the code is 4 numbers max.
The code has 4 numbers.
Yeah.
So there are 9,999 different combinations.
No, that's 10,000. You also have 0, 0, 0.
You're right. Yes, the 0. I did not count for 0. That's true. Nice. Okay, 10,000. Sounds better.
Did we have that in the Morse?
What?
The 0?
The 0? What do you
Yeah,
mean?
of course we
Like,
did.
like
Yeah.
the.
Yeah.
Did we even have codes in Mars?
Codes in Mars.
Yeah. I don't think we did, actually.
We didn't have any monitors. No, we didn't. We didn't have a keypad.
We did not. No, that's right.
There's
the
no
keypad
key-
in
there's
here
no-
we inharited from Deliver Us the Moon.
I had to. Yeah, I did.
You had to.
I had to.
Revive that one.
I had to migrate it from the old project
Oh my gosh.
because I was like, we need something to put it in. We already made it in Moon, and I was like, I don't have time to make something new.
Yeah.
Let's just try to migrate
do
it and
it,
hack
yeah.
it in.
Yeah, and that has been one of the reasons why we were able to put this all together in such a short time. Not just because we have learned so much over the past 8, 9, 10 years, but also because we've been building on all the work that we've been doing with everybody else over nearly a decade, and that just it really does feel like we're standing on the shoulders of so many people.
Mm-hmm.
And that just allows us to put a lot of cool stuff together real quick. But having said that, we have been introducing a lot of new and exciting things, such as the radio. I'm strangely excited about this one because it is such an awesome example of a mechanic that does not fall back on violence. It does not fall back on very conventional action-y mechanics. But still, it engages you intellectually. It surprises you, and when you solve it, it feels like you did it. You achieved something, and it's not something that you can either check on a walkthrough to just get the code and move on. No, you really need to listen and see what and see what is actually happening in the game. And I'm very much looking forward to having more of such tiny little mini games, because that's actually what it is. A lot of these mini games that just carry the game to a level that is a couple steps above this very linear experience that we created in the past 2 games. Of course, it's still linear, but the experience is different when you play it versus when you see or watch someone stream it.
Yep.
So we got 4 and 2.
Mm-hmm.
Is this
4
another
again.
4? I think it's another 4. 4 dots and a dash. That's another 4. Okay, so we got 4, 2, 4. Here we go.
It's 4 dashes and 1 beep.
Got 9. There's a little bit of stick drift. Four dashes and one dot, huh? Leonard of Rumpelland says no, it's 3 dots, 2 dashes. I know, I think you're messing with us. 4 dashes and 1 dot, right? So that's 9. Okay, so we got 4 2 4 9. 4 2 4 9. Okay, help us remember this, because I've been playing this demo a lot to just play test and see if things work. And this would not be the first time that I would forget the code and would need to go back up in order to decipher it all again. Four two four nine. Thanks, Epiphus. What's in the box? Find a way in. Well, I think we did. Here we go. 4 2 4 9. Here we go. There we go. Spooky a lot. Sorry I'm late. Welcome. No worries at all.
Welcome, Spooky.
Join the fun. We're here to celebrate the success of our Kickstarter and just be with you folks. The incredibly warm people who have graced us with their support, for which we're very, very thankful. Let's see, what have we got here? Got some more stuff to collect. My flashlight. Wrong second.
Don't quit the wheels.
Don't cut the wheels. Want it. There we go. Frigid scoria, separate. Okay, that's good. That's good for my sample analysis collection. I think we got enough. We got enough frigid scoria now, so that's great. So we just need saprolite and the calcrete uranium, the very rare resource. That's good. All right, so we gotta turn on this car. Now, how do we do this? Generator. Find a way to connect the generator to the rover. I think we gotta grab some stuff. In fact, we got a number of objectives left for us to do. What should we do first? What's in the box, or find an active ASE unit? What do you think?
Yeah, maybe we should first get the cables.
Let's do it. Brown. One of the things that makes this demo always, it always feels a little fresh when I play it. And not just because it is new, but also because we have this dynamic day-night thing going on. So the game actually cycles between day and night. Oh, let me pick up this Orathine. It cycles between day and night in order to give a constantly evolving how do I put this scene for you here, and that also means that whenever you're playing it, it just feels a little different every time. That's exciting. I love seeing the auroras. They're so cool. What do we got? There's a little barn here.
There's the
Warm wiring. Here we go. That's good.
I do feel like some of these things, like of course this is a demo, and of course they're easy to find, but I would like them to be hidden behind some more platforming, obstacles, puzzles, so that people really have to do some more effort for finding them.
Absolutely. You gotta earn them. It's relatively straightforward in here, but there's a lot of interesting things and challenges we can do with these things. Here we go.
I think we've collected a lot of stuff, and we can even create our AZ thrusters already. So I think we are good here.
Cool. We have at least all the key items.
Yeah. So I think that means that we are good to go to hook up our car to the generator. Oh, oh.
That was a bit weird. Yeah, there's
Landscape,
some
man.
rocks and landscape issues here and there, but
Part of the game.
it's not a big issue for now.
No. Got bigger fish to fry, as they say. There's another sparkly thing in here. I remember you, you saw the golden outline here, and there was a time not too long ago that the golden outline was not affected by distance.
Yep.
So you would see collectible ingredients all the way in the distance,
That's true.
until you made the very right call to say, you know what, that is not nice. It's like a circus up in here.
Yeah, it's like a whole forest full of fireflies.
Yeah, yeah.
And I don't have any objections against fireflies, but it's a bit distracting if you're trying to enjoy the nature and like be a bit immersed in your surroundings.
Yeah, it was a lot.
Yeah, power that thing.
Here we go. We're up and running.
There we go.
All right. Alrighty, guys. Well, we are now. Let me just check the counter real quick. We passed the 112,000 euros up on Kickstarter.
Oh, nice.
That's just amazing. We're really getting closer to the first stretch goal. But then again, the campaign is also approaching the final minutes. I think actually. I'm just looking at control real quick to see how much time we got left. We got
10 minutes.
10 minutes left.
Time flies. 13.
13 minutes. Okay, 13 minutes left. Well, okay, so we need another 13,000 to reach the first stretch goal. So if we just, if we drop 1,000 euros into the Kickstarter every minute, we're good. That would be nice. So we can use all the support we can get.
That's true.
But having said that, you guys have supported us immensely already.
Yeah, we should try to get AC then as well. We only have 13 minutes.
We only have 30 minutes, but can we speedrun this?
Can we?
Can we? I don't think we can. In fact, I don't think we should spoil everything for people. But you're right. We should at least go and see if we can
Oh,
find
I thought
Ace.
we were. Oh, okay. Thought we were gonna finish it.
30 minutes. We gotta rush everything then.
Yeah.
But we'll try. See how far we can get. But it's almost 10 p.m. And I think that means that we are about to gather up for one last group gathering here in front of the camera to finish off and wrap up this stream and this Kickstarter campaign, which we started just over 2 months ago. Started preparation, started putting this demo together, started setting up the campaign and everything. I don't think we've ever set up something of this magnitude so fast. And it paid off in the end. And it paid off because everybody in here, everybody who supported us on Kickstarter, rallied behind us in our studio, in our cause, and just poured their all into it. And it's something that I at least will never forget. The way that everybody showed up and supported us when we needed you most. So thank you yet again for your support. Oh. This area always spooks me. But we do gotta be here. Okay, so so this is something we'll probably need to figure out at some point, like how do we make sure that objectives are better identifiable or something?
Well,
or what do you think? Maybe it's not a problem. Is it a problem?
I think think it's not.
Not a problem. But we're not doing.
I think we're really good at finding problems.
That's very true. We are experts at finding problems and seeing problems where there are actually none. Found another tag. 3 stripes carved out on the front. Lines filled with specks of sand and gravel. On the back it says Corriedel. Another Eden Enterprises. Pioneer, I assume. Here we go. In the corner of my eye, I see naked Yoda appearing yet again. Here we go. Let's bring this one home. It's getting dark. Or is it getting light again? Oh, we gotta get out. Get out of here. Alright guys, mission control just came in. We're about to transition to the end of this stream. I think this has been one of the longest streams that we've done in a very, very long time. Thanks so much for being with us so far. And let's say hello to some very familiar faces. In the meantime, thank you so much for being here with us. Just stick around for a little while longer while we hope for another 1,000 euros per minute.
Yeah.
Here we go. Let's transition. Back to talking. Here we go. We got some astronauts lined up here. That's one.
More astronauts.
More astronauts. Come guys.
Yes. No, you can sit there. Yes, that's fine. We
in the screen.
Yeah.
we promised something.
I'm the best spot.
It's the best one.
Like this.
We
That's
also
much better.
yeah that is much better. We also promised something.
Wait a second. It's just I'm almost robo-copping myself.
Oh.
I'm also
Sorry.
I'm fading away.
Oh.
We worked so hard,
Camouflage
it's starting
fall.
to fade.
There we
So
go.
there's one thing that we still promise before the end of the stream. Koen is already kind of popping bottles,
Oh
but
my gosh,
we still
another.
have, I believe, 8 minutes to go.
8 minutes.
How does it look like when Yoda is naked?
Yeah, we
And Koen
promised.
was talking about the nipples, so here we go.
Oh my gosh.
This is what is going on.
He's
Here it is.
wounded like hell as well.
But
What
wait a
happened to
second.
his arm?
Can we see what's going on here, guys?
He does
Just
have-
before.
he has
Do we
nipples.
see the nipples? Yes?
Yeah.
There's also something happening with
Those
his
are
arm.
definitely nipples.
Just ignore that. But say he's also, his brain power has been used, but now you guys know. Okay?
Yeah, I think Dark City is really got.
He really got him. There we go.
All right, guys.
Fairly well.
How many minutes do we have to go? It's still fading. Here, this is good. This is better.
What has happened? Someone.
What happened?
You can imagine there is always some frustrations and irritation, and Yoda needed to pick that up, I believe. Is
Yoda
that true?
helps coping with all that stuff.
What do you guys do to vent your frustration? Apart from
Well, you can see what happened to the
Touching
Yoda
Yoda.
doll.
Apart from touching Yoda. Let's start with Paul.
Start with me. What's the question?
how do you deal with your frustration? Apart from Yoda.
First, apart from Yoda, yeah, that's maybe good to say. I have to say I go to the gym a lot at one point, so that. Oh.
Wow.
One last time.
I was wondering if this would pop, would it also freeze in time?
I think so.
One,
It has to
only
be.
one way to find out. You gotta freeze it right the right time.
Yeah, can I see?
So we're opening this bottle, I assume, at 10 sharp.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Okay, so
Where's the time? That's
we need-
also.
where's the time?
Wait, we need to actually check the time. Okay, so we have 5
Oh,
minutes.
5 minutes.
5 minutes.
5
Okay,
minutes,
so-
and also I believe the counter is frozen, so
Yeah.
I have to check as well what the end state is, but we seem to be close to something like this. But No, that and a lot of stoic thinking helps me deal with my frustrations. Remco, I remember a few frustrations back in the day. How you dealt with those?
Yeah, that's true.
A lot of stoicism.
Spears through walls. Do you remember something?
Yeah, smashing monitors with bats.
Yeah, that happened.
Oh, yeah.
It was actually an accident.
What do you mean accident?
Oh, wasn't it? Okay, so it felt like an accident to me, or maybe you saw it very well.
That's what I tried to convince you of.
Remco's very good at making things look like accident.
I'm a very innocent boy, you know that.
You're most definitely very innocent. But yes, okay. So destroying some stuff, Sander. How do you deal with frustration?
I meditate. I meditate and I listen to Jeremy Soule music.
That is very
Skyrim
helpful.
soundtrack.
I used to throw bottles of glass to Paul.
That's right.
Then I tried to meditate, worked for a while until the beast came loose, and now I try to play a lot of competitive online gaming, like the finals, for example. And the more frustrated I am, the better I play. So at some point, it's just not nice to play me anymore, and that's where I'm the best. But yeah, it was. That's how I deal with it.
And maybe mostly it is kind of getting all those emotions out into a beautiful game like Deliver Us Home helps as well. Like it truly, there's a lot of stuff that I don't like doing. That's also a part in kind of like running a business and making sure this is kind of turning. But the moment kind of like all these things bound together and you can put it into a creation and create. That is also very helpful kind of to deal with it.
Yeah, the act of creation and creating something that you can share with others is something that gives me at least a lot of serenity when I'm feeling particularly anxious or uneasy.
Yeah.
So which makes me all the more happy that we somehow managed to pull off this Kickstarter.
Yeah. Holy shit.
Yeah.
It's some magic appearing in the weirdest time that I can imagine. Guys, what you're seeing here, it's just the four of us. And we have said it many times before, of course, we are using all the things that are made by the bigger team. But we four together, this is the team, this is what you get. And we are trying to push everything out of it as we can. And of course, if there's a moment where we can gradually grow, of course, we will try to do it to make the game as good as possible. But yeah, to manage to do this, the Kickstarter, the prototype, it's this. This is what you get, the four astronauts, the four musketeers.
Here it is.
So I'm incredibly thankful for you, Remco, for Sander, for you, Koen, for pulling everything together, smashing kind of everything that we could think of in our power to make this kind of, getting the attention of you guys as well, talking to you guys, but also making a beautiful game. Yeah, man, it brings tears to my eyes. So thank you.
Safety is off.
Oh. It's 2 minutes. We are 2 minutes away from completing this campaign. We are already successful in the beginning of the day, which was great. Already, 12% overfunded, which is really helpful.
That's really great. Yeah. Who knows? We might just reach 13% in the last 1.5 minutes.
Are we doing it?
Is it?
Is it happening?
Is it live? Oh, let me check. I can see it live here.
Oh.
Oh wait, no, I can't. Here we go.
Is it refreshed?
Oh.
Yes, I believe this
Alright.
is the fresh score.
This
1
is
minute
fresh.
it says here.
Ooh.
Is it really 1 minute?
We got 1 minute and 7 seconds.
All right.
Here we go. Close. So who will freeze the stream?
On the ball.
10 p.m.
And then
Because we need to find out if the champagne actually freezes. Is it champagne?
Is Yoda here?
I think so.
It's non-alcoholic champagne, if I remember correctly. We used to call that Jip and Janneke champagne.
Yeah, it's non-alcoholic.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's coincidence.
Hoppa,
Nice.
and he's back.
There we go.
He's
There.
back for the celebration.
Can't keep Yoda down.
Almost
Yeah.
falling off.
It's not. No, it's exactly. He's intact.
I
This
feel
is
like
exactly how
Yoda
he
is
should-
a
Yoda
very accurate
is
representation
living-
of who we are right now.
This is how we feel,
That's
guys.
true, and he's also living the best version
Oh wait,
of his life.
this is
Here we
almost what's going on here.
What did you do?
Do you want to hold this?
Can you put it in your mouth?
Put it. No. Let's keep it light, guys. But again, 50. What is it? 50 seconds.
Oh,
Here we go,
13 seconds.
What
It's
is going
happening.
on?
Who is freezing this stuff?
Was it freezing?
7.
4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Freezing?
Hey, we
we
even
go.
got some stuff there.
Oh, Kickstarter.
Hey,
Kickstarter is
also Kickstarter celebrate. What is this? Solitary? What? What's going on?
Freeze.
Nothing came out.
It's empty. Wow. Oh,
Nothing
There's
came
a little bit
out.
of, yeah, it's not fair because there was like a little bit of a delay for people who were watching.
yeah, of course.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Man,
So we have to do this 10 seconds before then.
there we go. That is very difficult. I'm not sure what
hit
happened
10
to our solitary sci-fi experience.
Thank you very much.
We're one astronaut. That's where we have it.
One astronaut.
Cheers.
Cheers,
to
guys.
everyone there, and you guys for starting yet another game.
Yes.
That's
Cheers.
what we're doing.
Yeah.
And let's make it the best possible game out there, and one of the most surprising ones in the series yet.
Absolutely.
Yes,
we got some.
definitely.
We got some interesting things and tricks up our sleeves. We got something cool coming.
Thanks,
Cheers.
guys.
Thank you so
On to
much,
you
everybody.
guys.
To you. Cheers.
Fini Arts is there.
Fini Arts is even there. We actually brought something, Fini. Maybe it's good to tell.
We got some original Fini.
We got some OG Fini Arts, I believe.
Sick.
Maybe you remember. It's very
yeah.
light, but there's like a whole book of arts. Here, there's like a nice coon. I'm not sure if you guys can see.
You can only.
Maybe we can bring it closer.
Here, can
Bring
you
it
bring it
closer.
closer a bit? Because
Oh, that's me.
Oh, scared coon.
Look
There
at that.
Oh,
Scary. Oh wait, let me
at that.
show it a little bit better. We got some nice art. Beautiful. What else do we have? So this is. Oh, look at my face. I'm getting real like into spacey.
silver, Paul.
Absolutely.
Beautiful original pictures.
Here
one
we go.
Hey, that's
shot
actually what we have now again.
It is.
by Fini.
Oh, there's Remco.
We got a Remco here.
There we go.
Here we go, which is beautiful.
Shy Remco.
If here what else do we have?
Very nigger.
Oh, we have a beautiful Remco and Paul.
Oh, they still do that every day.
Maybe I shouldn't show it. Oh, this is actually a very cute one. Baby Paul version. So all Fini Arts. Nice to see you again.
Very nice.
Okay, are we gonna say bye to everyone? With everyone?
Yes,
That's
everybody
here?
can join.
Yes.
Everybody that's here, with the kids as well. I see Maya, she's holding the Yoda hands.
Here we go.
Can you show Yoda hands? Laat maar even
I'm
zien.
gonna be the
Ja,
smallest.
ja,
I'm
ja,
gonna
ja,
between,
ja.
between the legs.
Here, let me see if we can do this.
Yeah, the Yoda hand.
Here we go.
What is
Kids,
going on
bring
with
in
my
the
face?
family.
I'm like a Terminator.
People need to be there.
I'm not sure why my face is turning into Terminator.
Silver.
Oh yeah, here it's getting better. It's getting silver Paul.
Getting better. Can somebody stand behind?
No.
You can't. Okay, guys.
Cheers,
thanks
everybody.
A lot. Paul, you have the buttons.
I have the buttons. We are gonna end this off with a trailer of something that we also just created by us, but still, thank you guys so much. You made it possible for us to continue our dream. We are incredibly thankful for everybody that supported us, everybody that's supporting us still. Thank you from the bottom of our hearts. Means a lot.
Cheers.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Cheers, guys.
Have a good one.
Peggy. Peggy 12.